Whoa, hold on. Sorry, guys. All right. My ring light, I noticed, goes even higher than I thought. So I'm trying.
Yes, I've asked them this. Why are you searching there? Well, we can't tell you anything.
All right. See if that's better. Good morning. Happy Friday. TGIF. You guys, it's Friday. All right, that is not a good angle. Feels like it's top heavy. I got to turn it more. How do we find it if none of those things? Is that all right? It's a weird angle, kind of, right? Does that not make you open up? See if that kind of dark it looks like.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Is it bright enough?
Back to your first question.
Let me pull up comments.
But I believe you know that someone else involved, you know who. That's what
Hi, Kendra. So I just realized before, remember you told me, you asked me if my ring light went up higher, and it did. It goes up like 2 more notches. So it's like, I don't know, 2 feet, 2.5 feet, probably 2.5 feet, almost 3 feet tall right now. But doesn't the light seem dark? Does it seem dark? Let me see.
What information about Christy Brown?
This light's over here, so is that any better? It looks so dark to me. So is this an okay angle? What should I tell me what you think? You just said they don't tell you anything, right? It looks good? Not at all? Yeah. Okay. I was worried it was dark. And the camera, it's so weird because I have my phone sideways. The camera is like off to the left here at the top of my phone. So a lot of times when I'm showing things, now it seems fine though. Because I'm, maybe because it's further back and not so close, and you know what I mean? All right. I'm so sorry. So not ready. I can't even tell you what I did all morning because I didn't do any chores. I was on the phone posting, and so I guess I'll do my left hand. Oh my God, I don't even have a design picked out.
No, I'm working like 4-hour days. So I mean, I've come out because I told you.
I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I pulled out a bunch of like I had a super hard time yesterday popping off too, remember? Maybe it's time to change peel bases again.
Okay, so then what time can you sit down and talk with just you, not with you and all your other
right now.
So you got 30 minutes.
So it's Friday. Are you working today? You worked last night, right?
Walk me through it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did because when I messaged you and I'm like, it's called an Aurora Chrome. That was last night, and I figured I wouldn't hear back from you. I went to sleep early last night because I got like 5 hours of sleep the night before. But,
this is not, Albert answers a bunch of questions. You tell me, no, you tell me.
My mother and her boyfriend got Dominic. He didn't want a bike, he wanted an electric scooter. He's already had 2.
Have I seen a video?
This time, they were both Razor scooters. One was given to us from one of Nick's friends, like his son outgrew it or whatever, or got older. And then that died, and then I bought him one, like the same exact one, Razor scooter. And those aren't cheap, you know? And, I don't know, he left it on or something. You're supposed to charge it every time after you use it. So it's kind of like a pain in the butt. You gotta like bring it in the house every time. You can't just leave it in the garage or whatever, you know, like a bike or a regular scooter. So they bought a new electric one. It's made by Segway, and it goes. This one goes over 11 miles an hour,
That's it.
which is fast compared to the Razor one. All right, these are coming off kinda.
You said 30 minutes and just if you had something.
So I'm doing the color. Did you already do your color palette, Manny? You work through Sunday? Ooh. Same hours at night, or are you working days on the weekends? Well, Timmy works Saturdays though sometimes, right? So he's not working tomorrow, I'm guessing, or is somebody else watching the kids?
From sending a video.
I tried to draw a pot leaf on this Manny that I did because this green is called this is called Blushing Blooms, the glitter, and it looks blue in the photo, but it's really more like a green. It's a green shimmer, light green. This one's called Beautiful Buds. All right, I need my e-file. Otherwise, I'm going to end up popping off my jelly tips. Did you do your color palette, Manny, already? I can't remember if you did it. I got the wrong bit. I could probably use this one. We'll see.
Whatever it is you got to tell me. Who cares if a kid's in the car?
It's this one. It's still like, this is called a tapered bit instead of like that tornado one. But I'm going to try and use it. So just because I'm being lazy and don't want to change out the bit. But this is wider. It's kind of rubbing up against my skin. I think I'm going to have to change it. I got the Letitia Stout trial on. Yeah, I'm going to change it. And it's phone calls with her husband, and she keeps deflecting. Like this 11-year-old boy has been missing for a week or two at this point, and they all day, like the last couple days, that's all they've been doing is playing phone calls between them. Anyway, and he's calling her because she's like, I have something to tell you. It's important. He thinks that she has something about the kid because he knows she's involved. She was the last one to see him. And she just keeps saying, are you cheating on me? Like every conversation she brings that up. Do you want a divorce? Like, and he's like, my son's missing. No, I'm not cheating. Like, who does that? They says that to their husband when the kid's missing, That's not a sign of guilt right there. You did do it already. 5 tomorrow, 4 Sunday. Oh, all right. So Timmy's probably working during the day tomorrow. Nick will be landscaping. I don't remember you showing me that Manny. Did you send pictures to me of it?
Yep.
Oh, no, that was somebody. You didn't send it to the group yet, right? Like, did you see people were sending theirs to the group?
And then I'll get the dogs when I get back and we'll see this
Patty's dealing with a lot of family stuff, like health issues, not with her personally, and not with Wayne, but other family members. So she's like feeling down, So try and cheer her up when she gets here. She's supposed to be, she's working. I need you to believe Albert. I think that she's working, those people that she works for. Well, somebody in their family, I don't know if it was the wife, or I don't think it was the husband or the wife, because, they're older, but they live in like this huge house. I don't think it was one of them, but I do think it was like somebody close to them. So there's a funeral today. So she was going there. She said she didn't know if she was hosting or doing stuff like, remember she did Christmas and had to cook all the dinner and everything for like 14 people? Like a 7-course meal or something? Hi, Mallory. Good morning. I'm so sorry I'm not prepped, you guys. Ugh, these nails are going flying. I'm popping off that 420 Cosmic Nails Manny. This BBB is so cute, you guys. I'm not a big fan of green, so I'm going to be honest here. I didn't think I was going to love it. And Christy had just sent it to me, like with I think, I forget, it was in a mailing or whatever. And she just sent it to me, like, just as a, you know, here you go type thing. Because I was like, why? I'm like, I'm not on this BBB. And it was actually, I think the BBB was like coming up like in a couple days, and I wasn't on it. And there was no way I was going to get the Manny in before that. But she just decided to send it to me. So anyway, so I didn't think I was really going to like it or love it, but I do. So I'm surprised. Just goes to show you, you think you know yourself, but this glitter, well, it's actually a foil dip. It's super cute with little flower. It has some iridescent, like medium glitters in there. And then it also has these pink iridescent flowers glitters. And I just did one layer of clear and it was fine. And then it's got pink and purple, lavender and gold foils. It's so cute. So if you guys don't have that, you should get it. It's called Blushing Blooms. How are you today, Mallory? How are the kids and everything? So, yeah, I was just telling Kendra, I'm watching the, oh, you guys, guess what? Remember how yesterday I was playing New Kids on the Block in the background? And like, I was like, I don't even care if I get a copyright claim, and I turned it up. I got a copyright claim for New Kids on the Block, but it was for the song Cover Girl. It wasn't even like, and it got blocked in Russia. That was the country it's blocked in, because I got all the info, you know what I mean? So that's the only country that it got blocked in, so that's okay with me. It was worth it to listen to Cover Girl. But I wanted to tell you guys that I thought it was crazy that it was over a New Kids on the Block song. And it wasn't even like Hanging Tough or The Right Stuff or something. It was Cover Girl. I'm getting this nail off, you guys. I think I gotta switch my peel bases up, Mallory. Because this is 2 days in a row I've had a hard time popping off.
All right, help me be in belief teacher mode.
That went flying.
Don't start spinning. Just tell me.
Are you? Sons, I just want to know where my son is. That's all she keeps saying to him, deflecting when he's trying to ask her direct questions. She won't even answer them. And she keeps changing, at this point, she keeps changing her story. First it was he went to a friend's house and the 11-year-old boy, Gannon, he went to a friend's house and didn't come home. Then she said that some guy broke in and abducted Gannon and assaulted her.
Sorry. And now you're yawning? Listen, I don't sleep good at night. I haven't for years, you know that, so go ahead.
Yeah, so then some video. They had audio and video in their home. I told you how supposedly he knocked a candle over and it burned the rug. And she told him that they were going to have to sell their stuff to pay to get the rug fixed. She's like, so let's look around and see what we can sell. We can sell the couch, like the sofa. Like, who does that? That's like psychological torture. And when he spilled the candle. Supposedly it burned him, and she's talking about all this stuff, and he's like, I'm just worried about my burn. She's like, Gannon, shh, shh, shh. Like she kept shushing him, and she didn't even address his burns. And she admitted that they were bubbling and stuff. So if they were that bad, you got to take him to the emergency room, you fucking bitch. Sorry, it makes me so.
I'm like, what? You're in Nevada. Anyway,
People do cruel things to innocent little children. I mean, when people do cruel things in general, but to innocent little children, I just don't fucking get it. Like that shooting in, Sandy Hook in Connecticut. Those kindergartners. Who does that?
I don't know.
Evil people do that. All right, I'm getting all wound up. Yeah, isn't that funny, you guys? Russia, I know. I thought it was pretty funny. New Kids on the Block must be really big in Russia or something.
what kind of car was following you? Maybe they can't. Oh, okay.
I mean, I had Lizzo going, like I had so much other, well, maybe not a lot of other stuff, but I had multiple songs going. But New Kids on the Block was the one I cranked, and I was super excited because I love the song Cover Girl. So, all right, I got it all off. A little bit dip still at my free edge here, but otherwise I'm good.
No, don't get upset.
She's horrible. These conversations, the father's just trying to find out what she knows about his kid.
So now back to the pregnant lady that gets in the front seat.
And she keeps changing the subject and accusing him of things like that have nothing to even do with but that has everything to do with their relationship, nothing to do with the missing child. It's not her son, it's her stepson. And then she gave an interview to the news station. I told you guys about that yesterday, how she was like, they asked her what message she had for Gannon, and she said, I can't wait for you to come home and I get an apology from everybody. That's what she said. And then she asked to redo it. And in the second one, she was crying and saying, we hope, come home. We love you. We miss you. We just want you back safe. But anyway, during that news interview, she totally badmouthed the kid's mother, saying that the mother wanted nothing to do with them. I don't know, but she's been all over the news about this, and I don't believe that. You know what I mean? She was remarried with more kids. So I don't know, but. And then you should see all the things that this Letitia chick Googled in her phone. The most ridiculous things. It was like a journal entry. They weren't even questions they weren't even questions. They were statements. I'm a nanny and a house kid. I don't know. It just went on and on though. I can't remember everything, but it was all stuff along those lines and about how something about divorce and I don't know. It's just crazy. It's a little bump here, and I know if I buff it, it will smooth it, but it will probably take the gel off. Mallory, how are you today? I asked you. I had gotten all the dips out for you, and then all the Revel dips. I dug out February's dips. I wasn't crazy about February's. I'm not crazy about that green, even if it is a thermal. The glitter's all right, maybe paired with a different one. I do enjoy multicolored glitters. But the prettier the better. Anyway, so I pulled everything out and the dips for Patty. And then I had posts I had to do this morning. I had to post twice last night. I didn't get in another 420 Manny with the decals that came in the mail yesterday. Just didn't happen. Dominic came home. I was telling Kendra, how he went out with my mother and her boyfriend yesterday. Well, they went to Dave & Buster's, and then they bought him a new electric scooter. they were gonna. I should have made them get him a bike because bike is exercise and an electric scooter totally isn't. And Dominic doesn't get enough exercise. So, but that's what he wanted, and it was his birthday gift. What am I gonna be? I can't, I don't know. It was like I hoped he would choose a bike, I guess. Anyway, so he came home. I'm like, let's go for a ride. So I pulled out my bike, and he pulled out his scooter. Well, first we had to like assemble it, but it was super easy. It's a Segway, Mallory, a Segway scooter. And it goes up to 11.2 miles per hour. So it's pretty fast for a scooter. But the thing is, like, depending on your weight, depending on the temperature, that's going to affect the speed and the length of the battery life, And I looked and it said, like, for speed, the average rider was like 100 pounds or, I think 100 pounds, maybe 110. And Dominic weighs more than that. Guys, I myself, I weigh about 112, 115, somewhere around there. And he weighs more than that. I don't know exactly, but he doesn't get enough exercise. And it's really hard because we don't have a vehicle for me to like pick him up from like a sport after school or get him to back and forth. You know what I mean? So, or any type of like extracurricular activity. Yeah, I gotta bump these. Plus, during COVID, I think everybody put on weight, Nobody was doing anything. So, but he's just like continued to get bigger. I just worry, number one, for his health, you know what I mean? But I know he's not happy with how he looks. He's told me that. And then he told me he was going to eat nothing but fruits, vegetables, and carbs. And then like 2-3 hours later, he asked for like a snack or something. And I'm like, what, remember what you said? I'm like, what about that? And we talked about, going out every day. Now that the nicer weather's here, we'll definitely be getting out a lot more. But it's weird. Like my other two kids aren't heavy,
No, but you don't know. Okay, all right. I'm out of believing t-shirts.
But it does run in Nick's family.
His family told your new.
But like my mother, my brother, my sister, me, we're all skinny. It's just never been like weight has never been an issue for us. We never had to battle it or anything. The most I weighed was like when I was pregnant. And then after I gave birth to Dominic, I weighed like probably 130 or something, but I was happy with how I looked. I had an ass. You know what I mean? Like I felt good. I was warm instead of cold all the time. You know what I mean? So there are disadvantages to being small like this. I have poor circulation. My hands, my nose, my toes are always cold. Always, it seems. Except like first thing in the morning, when I wake up under the blankets or whatever. But like right now, they're cold.
She wanted finding Gannon to be contingent upon Al coming back into the marriage.
Oh yeah, there was another one I
Was it
needed
fairly
to put.
consistent that she was preconditioned giving information?
All right, I gotta quit real quick. Just put a gel top coat on. I'm gonna use the 2-in-1 from Cosmic. And I'm gonna be doing a Dipnotic nails mani for the color palette challenge. That's tomorrow, so I gotta get this mani done. The colors, you guys, I'm gonna be honest, they're not colors I would normally pair together. So out of the 5 colors, I think on the palette, I'm going to be using 2.
her story.
So there was like a light blue, like a pastel blue, a dark green, almost like a black,
And would she appear to
a really a pale orange, and then another orange that was a little darker, but not dark, and a pink and a pink. So those were the colors. You guys haven't said anything. How come you guys aren't talking?
to manipulate the investigation?
Yes.
I've Mallory, I asked you twice how are you today. So anyway, I have from the new one of the newest Dipnotic releases, and I haven't used them yet. The solid here, it's actually a shimmer. It's called Tangerine Tart. That's the one on the right here. And then the glitter mix here. Looking at it, it looks like there might be some acrylic in it too. I don't remember. I should open the jar and look. That's called Mandarin Mimosa. So I think I'm going to use these two. I'm debating.
To manipulate the investigation. Did she point throughout all of these?
I don't know how you even have a mani plan. So, but I was thinking of maybe throwing in like a nudie pink or a really pale pink. And I'll do like solid nails on the thumb and middle, and ombre with the pink and this glitter, like a really pale pink though, like Erica pink, and this glitter on the ring finger. And then index and pinky can be glitter, just to try and change it up. So I'm just not doing 3 nails, solid 2 nails glitter, you know. Oh, you're on a walk? Oh, all right. You have a good excuse. I'm sorry. I know. I just assume you're doing nothing, Mallory. It must be nice today then. Is it warm? I hope so. I'm glad you're doing good. You got a double stroller? I'm assuming, yes, you do. Oh my God. I passed this girl, me and Dominic, when we walked to get an ice cream last week or whatever. We passed this girl. She must have been like 19 years old, maybe 20. And she had a double carriage, or well, they were infant seats, so both infant like car seats, you know what I mean, that pop in, but it was for 2, and they were facing in opposite directions instead of like together, like a stroller that kids would sit in for older kids, you know what I mean, a double stroller like that. So maybe that's what you have, Mallory. So I'm like, oh my God, they're so cute. Assuming they were twins, but no. One was like maybe 13 months, and the other one was a newborn. I was like, holy shit, it's you, Mallory. But she was Hispanic, so I knew it wasn't you, obviously. I would recognize you. All right. In my city, we have it's like a melting pot of nationalities here. We have a lot of people from like Africa, and then there's a lot of French people, there's Greek, there's a lot of Ukrainian people. It's crazy. There's a ton of Hispanic people, a lot of people from Puerto Rico here. A lot of people moved here from New York too, I'll tell you. All right, let me see if I have a Dipnotic pink that would be appropriate to use. Otherwise, what did I got something. Oh, it was a Crival pink that was just like Erica. And I think it was Crival. I don't remember now. Those are Luxy dips. Hold on. I need Dipnotic. All right. I don't think I'm going to find anything on this one. For a while, the most dips I had were Revel and Color My World, but Luxy and Dipnotic. Well, Luxy for sure. I have like 5 or 6 Luxy swatch rings, so I definitely have the most Luxy. But I'm really getting up there with Dipnotic too.
We were fine without just
1, 2, 3.
reacting naturally to this news story. Okay.
The
All right, so I have 5 Luxie swatch rings. I'm wrong. 2 Cosmic swatch rings and
Is
1.
there any indication that somebody followed her?
That's
from
Cosmic.
The home area of Orson Ranch to Petco?
There was not.
Are you
3.
aware
I have
that she
3
went to, Petco visits and
Dipnotic
they
swatch
had
rings.
HCL in the
I
park?
might look out. They're jam packed though. Like
Was there any
seriously, if I
indication,
need something and it's like near the
that someone was-
like near over here, I'm not going to be able to open it and get it out.
As it relates to
All
this,
right.
Pregnant lady with the money thing,
All right, we got that
she ever give you
one.
detailed information
What's
about,
that? That's a
the location of this pregnant
white.
lady with money coming out of her belly?
No.
Yeah, that's a white. Okay. This might.
She mentioned money laundering. And
Let me see if this is going to work.
Uh,
What do you think, guys?
on that angle of it, that,
Is that pink too dark?
Eduardo being a slim Hispanic guy. Then she changes it
I was
to
originally
black
gonna go
hair,
for a nude,
Mexican.
But I don't know. I think pink would look better with the orange than just a regular nude. Here's nude.
Back and forth, whether it's someone involved.
Yeah, I think it flatters it better.
For someone like this, or Gannon is responsible for.
All right, I'm just gonna use it. Now I gotta find it though. Give me a minute. I have like 2 layers of Dipnotic dips in this drawer and it's full,
As it
so
relates to blame,
it could be anywhere.
Does she consistently almost try to shift blame onto Gannon?
She does.
In what ways?
Guys, I might just use that,
It's
Erica,
accidental.
because I know
She
where
did
it
at
is.
the very first by saying he just left.
Ah,
right away.
I don't see it.
But then throughout,
Means
she
it's on
was
the
saying that
bottom.
He was involved in an accident, or he stepped on something, or he hit his head, or he busted his lip. Those sorts of injuries that he's causing himself.
As it relates to those descriptions of various injuries, does that also include the bleeding from the right?
God dang it.
Okay. In those descriptions, was she also giving
Come
information
on.
that?
Why
only
can't I ever find
somebody
anything when I
involved in
need
those
it?
injuries would have the actual injuries that Gannon suffered?
All right, we're using peony. I found that from Crival. That's a really pale pink.
It was.
That'll work.
I believe it was on.
So sorry, you
13th,
guys.
The very first phone call we had is the first time that she mentioned Quincy Brown with the most egregious injuries. She
Not the
ascribed
most
to him, and
entertaining
that
thing,
was,
right?
The bleeding from the head, the hands, and the knees.
I was
and
going to
blood
show you
flowing
what
from
it
his
is.
face.
That's coconut vanilla.
She was describing.
Here's
things
peony.
as we were
Yeah,
going,
it's super
we were
light.
how can we use that to help find?
That'll work.
But then she would shift later and say.
Oh, I
whether
want
it
to
was
change
the
up my
burns or
peel
the face,
base
that
too.
Those injuries were not as significant, so we were just back and forth.
I'll use the Orly
Throughout,
peel
she
base
wasn't
today.
the whole picture of these
Sometimes this one works too good though.
describing
Oh,
the
blush pink. Oh yeah, that's a good one too, Kendra. Let me see. Yeah, oh, it's right in front too.
As we listen to all of these calls, and I think we've actually admitted 16 separate phone calls.
Yeah, and it's a shimmer. All right, let's use that.
Would it actually be even more than that were conducted?
We'll use blush pink from Glitter and Grace.
Yes,
All right.
So,
Thank you,
how
Kendra.
did you use the information that you gathered in
This jelly tip is starting to grow out. I originally anyway, wanted to replace it this morning, but seeing as I didn't sit down at this table until like 10 past 11, it didn't happen.
We were
I don't want to do another 3-hour live like yesterday.
We had a whole timeline.
And then I come up with like something so basic after all that too. And I totally would have put these decals in different spots if I knew I was going to be stamping birds, but that wasn't my intention. You know what I mean? I intended to use those watercolor paint things.
Working towards an arrest and interview.
I'm going to have to mess with those
Let's
with
jump
on
into that.
swatches.
When was the defendant ultimately arrested?
March 2nd, 2020.
What were circumstances that led to
Alright.
that arrest?
I was originally looking for the Black Dahlia lacquer peel base, you know, the scented ones I have. But the Orly one was in the front, so Orly it is. I am so mad I missed out on their newest collections. I could have got them.
request.
But yeah, you had to respond by April 23rd. I mean, March 23rd. And I didn't read the message until like 4 days ago. It was in my spam
Yes.
folder.
that on March 2nd exactly?
Yes, it was.
Thank you, Kendra, about blush pink, by the way. I don't know if you heard me.
How
I also, you guys, I pulled out a boatload
I was on.
of nail art stuff because I had no idea what kind of design I was going to do. But actually, now that we are going to
Introduce
do
myself.
the ombre with blush pink, I don't think I'll need to use any type of nail art thing. I was originally thinking of doing like a vertical color block, but maybe like not centered, you know, a little bit off center. And then I was going to use pixie beads on the color block line. I have a few different colors of pixie beads. I have the AB, like the Aurora Borealis ones. They're white.
Initialed it and dated it.
Then there's these ones here. They're super
Yes.
tiny. And actually, Jess, Kendra, you remember Jess Lunar Phoenix? She sent me these a long time ago, along with another color. Where are they? These pixie beads here. So these ones are like a gold,
5 hours.
or these are more like caviar beads, I guess. I think these are pixie beads and these are caviar beads. And then these ones are like black and gold. So I was thinking of possibly if I did a color block, you know, putting these like on the color block line. I thought it would be pretty.
And then, because Letitia was not free to leave, I advised her of her rights.
But I'm not going to bring this element into it with an ombre with the pink. I just,
Yes.
I don't know. I also pulled out my pot of gold glitters from Luxie. I love these little glitters so much. They came free at St. Patrick's Day, and I used them in my pot of gold mani that I did. Remember the rainbow with the pot of gold? And Mallory actually gave me the inspiration because she did a pot of gold. So thank you, Mallory.
You know what name she used to sign?
I've gotten some really nice compliments, you guys, over the past couple of days from people on Instagram. And it's just like, it's made me feel so good. Like, just people recognizing my work, you know.
As it relates to attorney.
And,
Okay.
yeah, it feels so good. Like, I don't know. I don't want to sound like I'm bragging, so I'll just keep my mouth shut. I also pulled out my bright butterflies. Ooh, and I have more. Mel sent some. Hold on. Where are they? Ooh, okay. So she sent some neon butterflies. And they're really cool because they're like paper, so they're thin and, oh, sorry, I'm out of frame. They're thin and easy to work with. And then she also sent iridescent butterflies. These are cute. Huh. They're pretty. It's got like a purple iridescence to it. Oh, I spilled a whole bunch. How did that happen? Oh, something must not be closed all the way. Look, they're just like falling out. I think they're so thin. It's weird. So this is what these ones look like here. It's hard to tell, you know, because they're clear. So obviously the neon butterflies are not going to match at all with this, but I don't think if I might do something on my middle nails. That's going to be the only solid nail, but I can't really imagine what I would use, what I would do. So I don't think I'm going to use any of this stuff. These are also neon, and these are orange, but they're not in your face oranges. You know what I mean?
You know why you're here?
They're not coral. So, yeah, they're pretty though. So the shimmer's tangerine tart and the glitter is mandarin mimosa. I love when Mel does glitter mixes like this, fine, and this is all fine and small glitters, it looks like. But I love that, you know what I mean? Probably my least favorite kind of dip to work with is chunky glitters. Easily my least favorite kind of dip to work with is chunky glitters. But you guys, there was a period of time when I was like, for maybe the first year, I was obsessed. I loved chunky glitters, you know what I mean? Because I loved, like it was so different because you cannot get that in a nail polish, you know what I mean? A gel polish. And when I got my acrylics, they just did plain acrylics and then painted nail polish over it. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like I never had anything with glitters like that, you know? I mean, you could get, you know, nail polish with shimmers or like some glitters, but you know those polishes, if they like in a clear base, the glitter, like you hardly get any on your nail, in my opinion. You have to do a bunch of layers. All right, I made a mess already, you guys. Whoops. All these butterflies. I can't wait to use that butterfly stamping plate I have. These ones aren't even moving. They're just like, there we go.
That's what the evidence shows. And I'm happy to share with you evidence, but we can't have a conversation.
And then I did pull out these too. They're hearts, but there are, I think gold would not look nice. I like gold with orange. I also have this I took out. It's like got like an oil slick design on this orange transfer foil.
Okay, so I'm not going to force you to answer anything. If you want this interview to be done,
I wonder what that would look like over. Yeah, it's not the right. It's not the right shade of orange. So that's going to be a no-go as well. And I also pulled out these jewelry gems that Tara had sent me. There's a couple in here that are pale orange. But again, it's not the right shade of orange. So I guess if I was going to do any nail art, which I don't even think I need to with this Mani, it would have to be something like none of that matches. You know what I mean? So happy Friday, Michelle. I know. Well, you do glitter. You do glitter placement though. So yeah, you want chunky glitters for that, for your designs, right? Did you hear my whole spiel about how I used to love chunky glitters just because they were so foreign to me? But as the longer I've been dipping, I find that small glitter mixes and even fine glitters are just as beautiful, especially small. I don't mind medium glitters either. I'll work with medium glitters all day. But chunkies can be a bitch. She's a bitch. Oh my God. Can I tell the story, Michelle? Speaking of doing amazing things with chunkies. Let me tell that story.
And if you need food,
I won't use names.
You're not going to have people standing outside trying to intimidate you. I want this to be your statements in our conversation.
Or companies. How are you today? Mallory's on a walk with the babies. Kendra's got to work today and through Sunday all weekend. Kendra, just because you got to go to work at 4 or 5 p.m., that doesn't mean you don't have to check in with me, all right?
I think there's a lot of things to say to you today.
Awesome. Woo. All right. So how many manis has Michelle done with chunky glitter placement, like in patterns or even abstract. She's done a whole bunch, right? And who else do we know who does that regularly? And I, for one, am on Pinterest regularly, and I've never seen it on Pinterest, but just saying. I mean, we all know, like, Michelle, that's what she's like kind of known for, right? Is her chunky glitter placement. All right. Well, one of the ambassadors at a company that she also is an ambassador at, did a mani with all this hand placed glitter, right? It was more like in every other pattern, kind of like a checkerboard, right? It looked really pretty though. It's like pink and yellow or whatever. And so Michelle was like, "Oh my God, that's amazing." She's like, you don't have to, but I would really love it if you gave me credit when you post." And you know what the girl came back with? I got my inspo off of Pinterest, but I'll put you in instead. I'll give you credit instead. So I was like, that's such bullshit. I'm like, does she think we're all idiots? You know what I mean? I'm like, she can put that, but everybody's gonna know where the real inspo came from, you know? But I thought that was pretty nervy. Can you believe that? That takes some balls to even say that, I think.
It's not true that Gannon's dead.
I've never seen that before. You know what I mean? Maybe like once or twice somebody's done it on Instagram, but not like. And Michelle's an ambassador with this girl at a company. You know what I mean? So it's not like this girl doesn't see Michelle's manis all the time. Stupid. This whole time I've just been yapping. I haven't even hit my vape.
At the house?
Yes.
Well, there was nothing that would have happened at the house that's easy to do what I'm talking about.
No, she did a full nail in a whole entire pattern. No, I mean, I do glitter placement all the time. I place glitters on my nails, but I don't place them in these patterns to make them fit my nail. Like, you know, usually it's when I'm ombreing or I'm trying to get better coverage or showing off the dip differently. No. Besides the fact that the last mani Michelle did for said company was like 3 days ago, and it was glitter placement. Or 4 days ago, you know. So, yeah, like I didn't credit Mallory with the pot of gold thing, and she's the one who gave me inspo. A lot of times I want to do it or I plan to do it, but as I'm writing the post, I don't remember who did it. I should have gave you credit though, Mallory. I'm sorry I didn't. And a lot of times I just don't know who the inspo is from. You know what I mean? No, I know you definitely don't have to credit somebody. It's just nice if you do. You know.
That happened at any house. Nothing that happened at any house that would have hurt or murdered.
I don't believe she came up with. Well, maybe she did come up with the design on her own. I never saw Michelle do that particular design, but with fitting all the glitters on her nails, they're ambassadors together at the same company, and Michelle, I just don't believe that. I don't know. Maybe she doesn't pay attention to Michelle's manis. Maybe you're right, Mallory. I just find it hard to believe. And I usually tend to believe the best in people, except when it comes to my friends. No, my friends I believe in the best in. But anybody who upsets my friend upsets me. So I'm on her side no matter what.
Right.
And so that's what we're looking at. And with me as a federal employee, with me looking at federal case, Because right now it's probably.
My nails are still wet. It seems like this is taking a long time to dry. I dressed up again today,
The
ladies.
U.S. attorney is the federal.
Okay.
I'm wearing it's supposed to be in the low 60s today. Yesterday was 65. It was nice. That's what I'm saying, Mallory. I don't know if you didn't hear me, but I did. Yeah. Yeah. There's no way. And the last Manny Michelle did for the company was probably one of the most incredible Manny's I've ever seen.
So that's why I said on this last one, if you want to not answer a question.
I'm so jealous of the people who can like
So,
just start dipping and be good immediately. You know, it took me years to get good, to get here. Years of hard work doing manis every single day, sometimes multiple manis a day, you know. And this month, you guys, it's probably already passed because I don't know the exact date, but this is the month I started dipping in the year 2020. So it's my third year, my third dip anniversary, guys.
The night that he disappeared.
So are you, Kendra, and so is Patty.
Just as a pause.
I don't know two more loyal
Do you have
people than
questions
you and
asked,
Patty.
Mr. Grusing, when you're advising her that she's been charged with murder,
You know?
it appears that she acts like she's confused.
Yeah, one
What was
time
your impression?
Patty got let go from influencing for a dip company, and I messaged the owner.
So eventually she asked me. So
It was for a stupid reason, and it was like over untrue rumors.
She makes a
So I
statement,
messaged the owner and set her straight, you know.
Was that basically indicating that could have just called her? And she
I won't say the name of the company. Oh, you know what I will say though? I've just for the hell of it, I went to.
Over my career. Why didn't you just call me?
First off, I went to Jamie's page, Kendra. I don't want to say her handle, but you know who I'm talking about, right? Her likes are so low. They're like 12, at the 20, 10. It's bad. 3 is bad. Anyway, I went to True Alpha Dips just to see. I haven't seen anything from them recently, and I wanted to see if they were still around. And her last post was in June of last year, 2022. So they're obviously not doing anything. Hi, Janet. Good morning. Waiting for my peel base to dry.
A task that she thought I couldn't meet, and therefore she might not have to talk about difficult things.
Hey, this camera, I realize my ring light goes up like 2 more notches, so it's like 3 feet tall, or at least 2.5 feet altogether.
So, I guess
but
if that was
it gives you a wider view of my table, so you guys can see like my planner. You can see my mess. You can see my lamp over here. Michelle, I'm doing a Dipnotic mani for the color palette. Janet, I'm doing a Dipnotic mani for the color palette challenge. You guys doing that collab tomorrow? Well, we post tomorrow. And I'm going to use, so remember how the palette has a pink, 2 oranges, a blue, and then a dark color. I don't know if it was a dark green. I think it was a dark green, but it looked almost black. So I'm going to use these 2 Dipnotic colors. These came out with the this was part of the Citrus Sunrise collection. So she released the April Showers and May Flowers collection with the Citrus Sunrise collection, and those were her last releases. So I'm going to use Mandarin Mimosa and Tangerine Tart. And then I'm going to add in Blush Pink from Glitter and Grace. It's a really pale pink shimmer. I wanted like the palest pink I could find. So what I'm going to do is thumb and middle are going to be with the shimmer dip. And then pinky and index will be glitter. And then my ring finger is going to be an ombre, like a horizontal ombre with blush pink at the cuticle area and then the glitter at the bottom. I might do a full nail of blush pink and then just ombre the glitter over it. I was waiting for the Orly peel base to dry. I checked in with Britt this morning. I told her she's working today. She took yesterday off. I love you, Michelle. And you guys, like, we might say something, like I said to Mallory, because like I thought Mallory was mad at me, and a couple of you guys know that, you know, that I thought she was like acting distant or whatever. Like, I'm making it all about myself instead of thinking she has 2 babies, she does 3 manis a day, she's got a husband and a house, you know. So plus she just went to Chicago.
I already knew. Like,
So I finally just messaged her. I was like, "Are you mad at me?" You know, and I told her, and this is true for all of you. If you guys ever are upset with me over something, please come to me and let's talk about it. You know, let's work it out. So I don't want anybody to hold grudges or resentments or anything. So please, you know, let's keep open lines of communication. And I know, Michelle, you're like that, because I think we had to, I remember you coming to me about that. I was like, what are you talking about? I'm not mad at you. All right, we're good to go. Let's start with Tangerine Tart, the shimmer. And my Dipnotic Precision tool and my awesome nail mat. My code is Tara10 at dipnoticnails.com, and then the Dipnotic Etsy shop too. I'm going to stir this up though. Okay. All right, so middle and thumb. It's going to be this color.
Instead of being focused like I
You are not.
Trying to find what happened.
I don't think you ever get upset with me, do you? Have you ever been upset with
Does it
me?
also go show potentially that it's very calculated?
I don't think Kendra and I have ever had a disagreement because we're so much alike. Maybe it's because we have July birthdays.
From there until 15 minutes and 42
All right.
seconds.
There's
In this
something
particular
on my
section,
nail. What is
I
that?
remember asking her about mental
Is that
health and
peel
sound
base?
types of things.
Oh my God,
Yes.
it is.
So we'll play starting here and go to.
All right,
15
hold on.
minutes and
I'm just going to
42
have to
seconds.
pour over
In
and
regards to that,
hope it doesn't come out lumpy. I got to push it.
sound mind, I mean, what did you have? Are you undergoing any treatment?
Push it
for
down.
anxiety or any depression or anything like that right now?
That's the one thing I've noticed with this Orly peel base. It's happened to me a few times that it will start lifting or it doesn't apply dry smooth. It'll,
I didn't see.
like, I've never had that issue with other peel bases, so I don't think it's anything I'm doing. You know, I'm not putting it on differently. I think it's something, to me, it's more like gluey, gummy than other peel bases.
Wish I could, because then it would help a lot with anxiety. But I can't.
It works good. I'll give it that, you know what I mean? It still works good.
Him and upset with the situation of him not being by your
But I don't like
Right. And
how it
then
leaves the nails like that, you know?
I can see, you know, in a person's brain, you know, you hear 100 different things. You do.
Now that it's nice outside, I know, honestly, like with, you know, how Dominic was on vacation last week, and then with the weather being nicer, you know, well, we did a lot together last week, so I was only really around in like the mornings. Well, not even, just at the lives, you know what I mean? Because in the mornings I was,
And so,
you know, making him breakfast and watching videos with him, and you're making sure he washed up, and you know, all the mother stuff I have to do. Even though he's 12, I told you guys he's
Well, I spoke with the district
he's very
attorney's office
naive.
before
Not
the interview.
not so
Basically
naive that, like, I mean,
asked,
Nick had the sex talk
I
with
don't
him. He
always
knows
ask
like
these of
that stuff. He
people
knows
that I'm
like the
interviewing,
slang
but because
terms.
of
And of
the
course, he
varying
swears with
stories
his friends. He asked me
because of
yesterday if he could say
district
damn and
attorney's
hell,
office and
because I was telling him how I couldn't say that stuff growing up. My mother wouldn't let any of us say that around
while she
her.
was talking to
She
Al,
just thought I was like disrespectful,
and then while I was even talking to
but
her,
I told him he could. I don't mind.
When
Nick swears he drops the F-bomb all the time. He swears all the time. in front of Dominic and stuff.
Try to build a case that will please
I
the
don't-
court.
I try
You have
not
to assume that it will go
to,
to
I
trial.
try not to swear too much, you know what I mean? And around Dominic, it only ever
You
happens if
asked
I'm
her, was she
upset,
in mind,
you know?
during this time? Do you remember what her response was?
But in conversation with you guys and other adults,
She said that, well, I can't remember right.
you know, I don't really have an
She
issue with it.
referenced the reasons why she was doing what she was doing.
I used to
about,
speak such proper
just
English, like,
make him come back
when
with
I
a
was younger,
relationship, basically.
but all my years of being out of college and school and everything,
I'm sorry, in that particular portion of
I
the
pick
answer,
up all the
that did
slang
allude
too,
to
you
what
know?
asked about, were you
I say gonna instead of going to, you know what I mean? I even type it out that way. Are you gonna? Because it's shorter than we're typing out going to. See that on the nail, you guys? That lump? That's from the peel base right there. I think once I get a second layer on, and then after we buff and everything, it should be all right. I might have to file it. We'll see.
That grievance portion of that pathway to violence.
Yes,
In what way?
she was articulating.
Oh,
that
you
in
did?
her mind, she felt like she was a good mother and she was a good caretaker.
Oh,
for him.
yeah. I forgot.
But,
Did you see
she,
something
over the
about
phone
it,
call,
Janet?
expressed multiple grievances, and we actually addressed that later
Wait,
on.
Wait a
in the
minute.
interview,
No.
we go
Was she
through her
planned? Was this planned?
phone
I don't
searches.
remember.
You know, we go into more of the grievance.
Mal, was this
later, but
planned?
Just that she brought up her being the caretaker initially is something that we addressed.
Oh, no, Patty.
Do you remember
Wait a
asking
minute.
her?
Oh, okay, Janet. All right, thanks. Patty, what happened? Did you just hear from somebody?
The interview, starting at 15 minutes and 53 seconds.
Where does he live, Patty? She's talking about her half brother, you guys.
I'm actually going to jump to 15 minutes and 49 seconds, and we'll play it to 17 minutes.
Does it say why, Janet? Like, say vacation or
It's
something?
gonna protect them a lot. Really.
What kind of
It might be a plan thing and I just don't remember, but I don't even remember her telling me about this.
As far as like being like, there for him and like, you know,
Oh, okay, Mallory. Thank you.
if he says, hey, I want to go do something, Albert works a lot, so he's tired and his hours are like kind of, you know, up in the air here.
I was just on Facebook this morning. I didn't go through my notifications though. I was just on there because I was trying to be ready, you know, for the live.
Go into the marriage knowing that.
And I still wasn't. I was still late.
My stepdad was here. Actually, that's why I was looking at that guy's name. But my stepdad was here. So I lived on. So, like, I maybe didn't understand it.
I'm so sorry, Patty.
Perspective. I mean, I'm sorry. God's perspective, like my mom's perspective.
Right.
Did you see him in Florida when you were there? When you were just
The
there?
thing about it was, Albert didn't have to like go be deployed.
Oh, no.
Like that.
Oh, Janet, that's what it says? So it's not planned. All right. That's why I didn't know. Okay. All right. I was like, geez, is this something I knew and forgot? Because you guys, my memory is not good, you know?
When you're asking her about,
That's why I have to write everything down. Yeah. All right. I'm going to have to message her and make sure everything's all right.
she
Or
mentioned
I
her
want to
stepdad,
message her, I should say.
At any point, either during the phone calls or up to this point in the interview, did she ever mention any of you?
You know, this brush is like kind of short, but I like it. It gives me like good control over my nail where the base is going, you know? Like, I don't think I've ever flooded my cuticles with this.
Of this interview about having any severe mental health disorders or diseases.
No.
Did she ever mention being in treatment for extended periods of time for any mental health issues?
No.
Did she ever mention?
Okay. All right. Thank you.
losing consciousness and not.
I don't know why I'm not getting those notifications. I have it all set up. to be receiving them. And I'm always thinking, like, why are the chats so quiet?
Essentially 17 minutes and 12 seconds.
But I was just there a couple days ago and I didn't see anything. Oh, last night. Oh, that's why. All right. Thank you, Mallory. All right. I think I know what it is, but All right, I'll go look.
And then we had like maybe I think 4 or 5 went to like kind of midterm miscarriages because we always try to like.
It's tough. You know, my father died. I don't even know what year because you guys know he was like a deadbeat. So I also, my brain does this thing where I know it's its way of like protecting me from like traumatic events, but I forget death dates. I just like my brain refuses to remember them.
Yeah, like not saying.
But I do have something. I think it was 10 years ago. It's weird, but Nick's father and my father both died the same year. But my father was a couple years older. Nick's father died in January, and we found out my father died like in April. I think it was 10 years ago this month.
I never wanted the kids to ever come back here.
Yeah, it was 10 years ago because we had been here for like a year. Yeah, all right, that makes sense. This nail looks wonky as all heck. I wonder if I should put a third layer of dip on it. I think I'm going to. Just on the middle nail, you guys, because look, I'm afraid when I file, I don't know. See that lump on there?
But then he's also like, in the past, he would have saw that he's always apologized for it.
Are you guys considering divorce?
So are you going to be going back to Florida, Patty?
Like I know, like we use the term loosely, you know, because there was a lot of stress having to deal with situation with Landon.
I'm just going to do another layer on this now.
Like, we fought so hard and so long.
Plus, I've been pressing it down. There's kind of like,
situation.
even though it won't matter once I put clear on it. I was going to say there's fingerprint indentations in it. But hopefully it doesn't make it worse.
You know, told throughout that time frame of like Alaska, so during that time in Alaska.
Janet, I got the Letitia Stout trial on. Have you been keeping up with it, Janet? It's been like all the phone calls between Gannon's father and her. And every time he asks her about Gannon and questions, and she's like, "Are you cheating on me?" And he's like, "No, I want to find my son." You know, like, why you keep avoiding the questions? Like, he knows, you know what I mean? I don't know how he was even married to this chick.
I had the kids here.
Guilty by reason of insanity. I mean, I agree, like, something obviously happened to make her snap. But I truly believe Lori Vallow is crazy, you know? I think she was just a bitch and didn't, like everybody said, she didn't like him anyway. I didn't watch it yesterday either. You guys, listen, Janet, I don't know if you were here. Oh, you had to leave, Janet, so maybe you weren't, but Patty, you were, and the other girls already heard it, but heard me say this. Remember yesterday I was listening to music, and in particular New Kids on the Block, and I was like, I don't even care if I get a copyright claim. I like this song, and I like turned it up. I ended up getting a copyright claim for the song Cover Girl. So it wasn't even like the right stuff or Please Don't Go Girl or Hanging Tough. It was the Cover Girl. And I got a copyright claim. And so what it means is my video is still there, but people in whatever countries claimed it, whatever, can't see it, can't watch it. So it's banned in Russia. It was Russia who claimed it. I thought that was pretty funny. All right, let's move on to the glitter. No, Patty, you're not gonna? Oh, that stinks. I'm sorry.
where she starts
And you
talking
didn't
about
see
the
him when you were
sex,
down there
she
either?
uses the
That
words
sucks.
Hard part. This is the hard part.
Yes.
Okay, let's go ahead and watch that section. And this is from 23:45 to 25:51.
No tower here, huh? This glitter is super pretty. It's like a peachy orange, almost. Yeah, it's pretty. Almost like a light coral, even with the reflections in it.
And then we'll go to.
All right, so all right. Is there acrylic in this, guys? It's super hard.
14 years later.
I think there's also acrylic in this. So I think I should just ombre the two colors on the ring finger rather than do a full color of pink and then the orange over it, you know? Because it's not all glitter.
My life to take care of these children. I have. They shouldn't. You know,
I think that's what I'm gonna do.
I've done that. It's so hard because inside that, I don't get to express that emotion to have it, you know, to say to anyone. Anything like that. No. It was just, you know, because I've had to just be like, how can I
So guess what I found out, Michelle? Mallory, anybody? You know how I was in the follow loop or whatever? Well, I started following people and my follows weren't syncing. I get a message from the leader of the follow loop and she's like, hi, she's like, make sure you follow so-and-so, so-and-so. I can't follow you until you do. And I'm like, I did. And so I went through and followed everybody again. And anyway, my follows weren't syncing. Come to find out, there's a limit to how many people you can follow on Instagram. 7,500. It's weird because it says I'm following more than that right now, but I even Googled it because she's the one who told me. And I'm like, what? I never heard anything like that. So I Googled it and yep. I don't know why they limit who you can follow. It's like you should be able to follow as many people as you want. I don't know, in my opinion, but so I actually went through and started unfollowing some people today. Like because truly, I mean, I'm only interested in seeing, well, I don't mind like seeing family stuff, comedy stuff, animal stuff, florist stuff. There's a lot I don't mind seeing. Things I don't really care to see are like aestheticians or estheticians, however you say it, you know, lips and noses and fillers. I could take or leave that. So,
Yes, I was asking her about.
so I started unfollowing
Kids go missing, how
some of those accounts.
Parents, families, society.
People who never like or, you know what I mean? I didn't unfollow any nail accounts or
And what she tried to
obviously
do,
nobody that I interact with, you know.
Yeah, I would see that as, and then she went from there.
But so I can't do anymore. I won't be able to do any more follow loops. So just an FYI, you guys, about that. But the limit. So this has a shimmer base. It's lighter than this one, it looks like.
Judge, this might be a good time. The next section is about 13 minutes long.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, you got it on right now? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who that was they were interviewing. It wasn't Letitia. That wasn't her voice. I have no idea because I'm not paying enough attention.
Your own investigation about any aspect of the case. With that, we'll see you all back at 10:45.
Oh, now they're taking a break till 10:45 their time to be. And we're Colorado, so that's Colorado. Is that mountain time, central time, or is that West Coast time, Pacific? I haven't seen her interview. When I put it on, Janet, when the live started, I had it on. I put it on, and it was Letitia and Gannon's father on the phone. They were playing the phone call, a phone, and she's like, she kept bringing up, "Are you cheating on me?" and like talking shit about Gannon's mother. You know, like
because
The kid is missing. Focus on the important stuff. But that's what, to me, that's what proved she was guilty. And she wasn't insane because she knew enough to make up lies and to deflect. A truly insane person wouldn't know to do that stuff, you know?
Figure out some sort of solution. But with that, we'll see everybody at 10:45.
Okay, thanks.
All rise.
All right, this is a really, really pretty glitter. Look at it. That's just one dip. I'm gonna do a second dip, but I love it. Let's lay flat into it now. Janet, that sorbet collection is really pretty. I do remember now when it came out. I couldn't think of it like in my head, but yeah, it came out in 2 parts. It was like one was half the rainbow, and then the other one was like the other collection was the other half. I remember Michelle was on the sorbet collection, right, Michelle? Let me grab a bag. Even though they're really small, and oh, there's flakes in this too, you guys. It's not just glitter. Even better. So pretty. I like oranges on me for some reason. I even knew I was going to be doing this mani, so I wore my orange top. Like one of the only orange shirts I have. But it's actually really cute. It's from Arden B. Check it out, you guys. So it's got a V-neck. It comes down like a little below the hips. And then it's got like these little sequins all in it. And hold on. I don't want anything to tip over, but the top, see it? It's like got like a little strap going across, and then the shoulders are like bare, just a little bit, you know, super cute. Okay. Yeah, we're talking about cosmic. Oh, you were, Kendra? Patty, you like the glitter? Yeah, isn't it pretty? I like it too. I used to think I didn't like orange, but it's one of those colors, especially darker oranges and like reds. I like that color. I like those colors on my nails. I have a super weird skin tone. Remember, like we were all on a BBB once, and it was this thermal that was blue, and it was blue on everybody, but it was green on me. I was the only one. So I'm like, and it was like one of these, it was no llama drama, I think. Or maybe, yeah, maybe it was green on everybody, but blue on me, I forget. So wait, Kendra, how do you tell if you have cool or warm undertones? It has to do with the veins in your wrist or something, right? Is that what you told me? Remind me again, I need to write down what I have. My veins are blue and purple. Sam? Yeah, that came out super pretty, that watercolor one. So yeah, I want to try and do an Earth Day mani. I would love to recreate the one I did last year. I liked that mani. I thought it was cute. My shaping sucked, but I thought it was cute. And I have that green and blue foil. It's in a clear base foil dip from Color My World. It's perfect for Earth Day. But I wouldn't want to, like, I wouldn't want to do the same mani. You know, I gotta do something different. I have a cool undertone. People have yellow and green veins? Really? They look that color? All right, let me write it down. I have a cool undertone. Is that why reds and oranges look good on me? Oh, my TV's all quiet now because Court's on recess, on break. Oh, only for 15 minutes though, huh? All right. Oh, you like it too, Michelle? Thank you. If the red is more of a blue undertone, what other undertone does red have? Orange? Or what? I've never put a red on me though, like that. A red that look bad. All reds look good on me. Haha, I'm bragging. No, I'm not. I'm just saying I like how reds look on me. Not red lipstick. I'm not a red lipstick kind of person, but even like red shirts have like I've always like gotten compliments like if I'm in red or orange. Not well, not so much orange, but I had a lot of stuff that was red. Orange was just an ugly color to me growing up. Oh, yellowish undertone. Okay. Guys, what color are all of your veins? Do you guys have Janet? Do you have a warm undertone? Because Janet has like olive skin. Do you, Janet? I mean, I've only ever really seen your hands and one picture of you on Facebook, your profile picture. So maybe I'm just making it up and you don't. And plus, your last name's Vega. I don't know. I guess I was just like using like you're making an educated guess from what I know about people and life. Kendra, you have a cool undertone, right? Red looks awesome on you, Patty. And you have kind of a darker skin tone, don't you? Janet, are you laughing at me? Patty, what color would you say your skin is? Because I'm pale. All right, so like what color foundation do you guys get whenever you would buy foundation? I'm like light to medium, I usually will get light, not fair. That's too light. But medium only can work for me in like summer months. However, you know what I did get is I might have to go grab it. You guys, I guarantee you've heard of this foundation because there's ads for it everywhere. You take like a test and they match it for you. It's like 30 or 40 bucks for the bottle, but it is so worth it. Because I hardly ever wear makeup, I've had this bottle for well over a year. And you get it free for like a week. If it's not the right shade, you send it back. They don't charge you until after, it might be 14 days, and then they charge you. So it's worth it just to even try it. Yeah, all right, Patty. I thought you did have, just from pictures I've seen, and your hands and your photos of your nail fees, it looked like your skin was a little darker, medium. I wish my mother has medium skin. My grandmother, I could have swore, I thought she was like a quarter black. Like her skin was tan, like year round. I'm like, how is that possible? But I didn't get any of that. She married my mother's father. They ended up getting divorced like after like a year. But he was Irish. So And my father's French and Italian. So I'm not super pale, but I am not medium skin either. And now, I mean, I used to tan when I was younger and stuff at the beach. Now I put sunscreen on. All right, so we're gonna do an ombre on the ring finger, guys, with a super pale pink called Blush Pink. And this is gonna go up at the top of the nail at the cuticle. And we're gonna ombre the glitter and acrylic and flaky dip at the free edge. Wayne says I'm mixed. Timmy has good Italian skins. Oh, lucky Timmy. Yeah, you got the Irish skin, Kendra. Janet, you have green veins. Yeah, okay. So in foundations, you actually fall in neutral. Oh, okay. I do tan. Yeah. I'm not one of those people who like burns before I tan, unless I stay out in the sun for too long. You know what I mean? Dominic is so fair, but he's young. I also think as you get older, especially like my mother, I don't even think sunscreen it was a thing when we were young, but we used to peel each other's backs, me, my sister, and brother, from our, like she never put sunscreen on us. We would just go and we'd be at the beach at like 7 a.m. and be there until 4 p.m. all day at the ocean, But we didn't know like it was bad for you to burn back then. You know what I mean? Dominic, though, he's super fair. But Nick's got darker skin than I do. But anyway, what I was getting at is I think as the years go on, especially if you don't protect your skin, it kind of takes on like a darker color, a little darker. Like all babies are, you know what I mean, fair, and they darken up. You darken up as you age, pretty much is what I'm saying. I knew you would burn first, Kendra. Your blonde hair, blue-eyed, and pasty-ass skin. No, I'm just kidding. Pale skin. I'm just playing. But yeah, of course. Yeah, you could tell you're a type to burn first. How about you, Michelle? Michelle might be busy. She's working, so she might be washing a dog or trimming a dog or clipping a dog's toenails. We should all guess on what she's doing right now. See who's right. I'm glad Mallory's out with the kids because, she's in Wisconsin where they get a lot of snow, and they, I think, just got snow a couple days ago, or were supposed to anyway. So, I'm going to point my finger downward. Oh, wrong spot. I started putting the pink at the free edge. My bad. So I'm not going to point my finger downwards for the pink. I'm going to hold it nice and straight across here. I should just do a whole layer, huh? Oh well. Get to it. I'm going to have to do a lot of fixing on the second dip here because I put pink on the free edge by mistake, and so the glitter's not going to stick there. Yeah, it didn't. Okay. Hi, Brandis. How are ya? Just got a glitter in there. I'm doing my Manny for the color palette challenge that is due tomorrow. So I'm using some Dipnotic colors and then a pale pink from Glitter and Grace. But I just messed up doing my ombre. So I got to fix it on the second layer. We might even have to do a third layer. We'll see. So I got a little glitter on there, but a bunch of pink because I put it in the wrong spot. You're translucent with a green yellow tint. Did you spend a lot of time that year outside, Janet? Is that why you tanned more dark than normal? Gray coral and coral glitter. Yeah, I had this duo from Dipnotic and I hadn't used it yet from the last collection. So this shimmer here, it's called, sorry, I'm not used to landscape mode. It's called Tangerine Tart. So that's what's on my thumb and middle. And then this one here is called Mandarin Mimosa. Look how gorgeous. It's like like coral orangey, but it's got flakes in it too. And then fine glitters. It's super easy to work with, Dip. All right, let's do our second layer here. I'm going to start with the glitter to make sure I get enough on here. Well, also because, you know, ombres, you reverse it on the second dip. I'm going to point my finger down to start. Actually, that's how I like to do these. So we'll just keep it like that. It's so pretty. Super gorgeous. But there is acrylic in here, and I'm finding it seems like that's what's kind of sticking. I might have to lay flat and just put base at the bottom. I want to pick up as many of those flakes as I can. The ombre part looks okay. There are some flakes coming up the nail, you know, but there's a good amount of just like orange acrylic at the free edge and none of the sparkle. That was my concern about using this dip with acrylic because it's not just glitters and flakes, you know, there's colored acrylic in it as well. It still looks, the ombre itself looks cute, so I just want to fill in the free edge there. So I'm going to shake this to pull up the flakes and glitter, and I'm only going to put base down near the bottom here where I think it's lacking, you know. We'll lay flat, and we should get really good coverage. Yay! That's what I wanted. Everyone keeps calling you. Ooh, you got Starbucks jelly. What'd you get? Where do you like to get at Starbucks, Brandis? I would love to know what all of you like to get. I always get a grande mocha latte, but at Dunkin' I like to get the large mocha macchiatos. And I make my own espresso drinks here at home every day. I make mocha ones with, I just use hot chocolate powder. It works really good. You can use chocolate syrup if you want to, but I like the hot chocolate powder. So I put it at the bottom of my cup. I pour in the espresso. I stir it so the hot chocolate dissolves. And then I add my steamed milk, then the froth milk. And then you take a little bit of hot cocoa powder and sprinkle it on your foam. So yummy. Everyone was calling you. Yeah, how'd you make out yesterday? Wasn't it you, Brandis? Weren't you? Oh, you had the migraine. How are you feeling today? A wacky make. Oh, I like cinnamon. Oh, blonde espresso with chai. steamed non-fat milk and a light drizzle of caramel. Is that what it tastes like, a churro? When I brew regular coffee, I like to add cinnamon, ground cinnamon to the coffee before brewing it, right in the filter.
Please TR 1358
It's good.
People versus Letitia Stout. Record should reflect the jury's not present courtroom. Is there anything we need to take up outside the presence?
Still a little tacky, but that's all right.
I'd like to bring a matter up
Go ahead.
with respect to the agent fine now.
See that lump on my middle nail, Brandis? I used the Orly peel base today. I have to change up my peel bases. Like I was having the last 2 days, I had a hard time with the peel base I had been using. So it started lifting. This has happened to me multiple times with the Orly peel base. So I have like a lump there. I'm gonna have to file it to smooth it.
Under People v. Stewart.
I'm like, where's the jar? All right, we're gonna encapsulate now.
I would object to any.
Kendra, do you want me to find you a link? If there wasn't one on the page, to eJuice Connect to that mod.
Language of, these are grievances that lead to the pathway to violence and stuff like this. This is expert testimony, and this testimony was.
Brandis, you don't vape, right?
Information that is being used in this testimony was gained by the FBI profiler, and
I love that.
This is an lay opinion.
None of us smoke, and that those of us who choose to use nicotine choose to use it in a smart way. So proud of you ladies who vape it. Actually, and for a long time, I was buying THC carts, and vaping that. But then my guy stopped selling them. You know what I mean? So, and I'm not paying $60 for one. I was getting them for $30. So that stopped.
There's a lot of information out there.
But I definitely prefer to vape it than smoke it. You have noticed on your French?
So based on that, I know he's got a lot of good, relevant information.
Yeah, okay, Janet. Maybe that's why you were so tan. So you have a migraine again. Oh, they gave you a prednisone taper pack. So what do you taper up or taper down? How does that work? Oh my God, where was your clot? Well, that was from inhaling smoke. So if you ever get tempted, vape.
So in summary, what I understand.
You know what I
is
mean?
that
Nicotine is not harmful at all. It's not a carcinogen. And the FDA even says remove from smoke. Nicotine is not addictive. It's the 10,000 plus chemicals in a cigarette, some of which aren't even known yet, some of those chemicals. But vape only has, between 3 and 4 ingredients, right?
Is that accurate?
I mean, if it's zero nicotine, it doesn't even have nicotine. It only has flavorings, propylene glycol, and vegetable glycerin. And then if you have nicotine, that would be the 4th ingredient. I'm telling you, it gave me my health back. It gave me my voice back. Gave me breath, so much. I feel like I owe so much to vaping because I thought that I was going to die a smoker. I had smoked for so long. And everybody in my family smoked. It's just like my brother still smoke. He smokes cigars now, though, and he inhales that shit. And he's younger than me. My sister still smokes, and she's been smoking since she was 13, and now she's 46. So thank God at 40, I had enough. And if I didn't have vape, I wouldn't have been able to quit. I'd still be a smoker today because I had tried everything else. You know what I mean? I told you guys
Mr. Allen?
the pills and patches,
Yes.
especially the patches and stuff. Those are made to make you fail. The gum, the nicotine gum, those are made to fail. You started at 13 too?
Mr. Allen?
So Judge, he was endorsed as an expert.
Oh, a Z-Pack, all right.
Qualified as an expert.
Oh my God. So you must have had to have been hospitalized, right? My sister had a blood clot in her lung and she was hospitalized for like a week because it was life threatening.
Might be the longest CV that I've released in Discovery, but it's got extensive information about his background and training and
I do too. I like boho.
talking about serial killers, all that kind of stuff.
I consider myself a hippie at heart.
Investigation and the basis of his testimony has been in my intention.
I've gone through lots of phases, you know, in my life, trying to figure out who I was.
In this interview to gain information from this defendant to continue on with this particular interview. That's been the entire basis of these types of questions. And a grievance is.
You know what I was listening to this morning, you guys? The Violent Femmes and Seether and Rise Against. And Rise Against is so good. If you guys don't know Rise Against, there's this one song in particular. It's about war, but it's from a soldier's point of view, an American soldier's. Guys, this song is like deep and meaningful and catchy and so good. It's called Hero of War, and that's by Rise Against. Please do me the favor of looking it up and listening to it. So good. Oh, you made one? Yeah, Michelle's rich compared to me. She's a successful lady. Successful married lady now.
Provide expert testimony. That a report regarding that expert's testimony needed to be provided.
You know what I think is funny, Michelle? I thought it was funny how close your new last name is to Mallory.
He's not been offered as
the name Mallory.
But he's been endorsed as an expert.
Good thing your first name isn't Mallory.
It appears to me that
you'd be like, well, I remember as a kid watching movies, and a lot of times there was like a director or producer, and his name was Budweiser, like Bud, and then Wiser. It was so funny.
What I would order is
oh, you are? Oh.
To stay away from the phrase pathway to violence.
Mallory. That's so nice of you, Brandis. How sweet.
Banners. I think the issue of him saying, well, I wanted to keep her talking, I don't really know that that's any different. I was telling her this because I was hoping that I would get her talking. At one point,
I'm about to start redoing Dominic's bedroom.
I don't think it was,
he still has some things hanging up, like going around, like a border around his near the ceiling of Thomas the Tank Engine. And like in his bookcase are like Pat the Bunny is still in there, Goodnight Moon is still in there, all the classics, you know what I mean? A whole bunch of Dr. Seuss, but up to Goosebumps and the stuff he's reading now. So it's just like time to update his room. We have a bureau, a dresser, and a nightstand my mother gave us that are in really good condition. And the ones he has are like for a kid's room. So I want to bring those in and put those in. Not buying him a new bed, but I'm buying him new bedding, and I want to get him new curtains and everything.
Equating Ms. Stout with.
He picked out this gamer bedding set, and it's really cool. It comes with a throw pillow too. Well, the pillowcase with a throw pillow. What happened to throw pillows? I'm like on Amazon looking for throw pillows, and all they are the cases, and then you got to buy the pillows separately. Dude, when I was growing up, you could actually buy throw pillows. What happened to them? Where did they all go? I guess it's a good idea though, because then you can just take the cover off and wash it, you know. So it's like a duvet for your pillow, right? Anyway, back to my whatever I was saying. So we picked up this gamer bedding set. It's red and blue, and it's got like, you know, like for his Switch, you know, we bought him a wireless controller. So it's got like a wireless controller. Half of it's red, half of it's blue. It looks just like his Switch controller. And then like that's on the comforter, and it kind of looks like it's 3D. And then it comes with the pillowcase, flat sheet, fitted sheet, and then the throw pillowcase, I guess. And I'm so mad because I was gonna buy it the other day, and it was on sale for $45, and now today it's $52. But it's been in my cart. I can't tell you how many times I put something in my cart on sale, and I'll go back the next day and it's not on sale anymore. It's like, I swear Amazon does this on purpose to people. I'm wondering, I'm like, am I the only one it's not on sale for now because it's in my cart and I'm gonna buy it?
And the reason being is we've had a lot of, he went into quite a length about his training as an FBI profiler,
Brett!
his experience with serial killers, all of this.
Hi.
And I think
Hey,
we've had all of that.
did you change your profile picture?
He would give more weight based upon his training and experience. And I don't think under 403 that's cured even by saying in your lay opinion, because I don't know how you.
Yeah.
20 plus years of FBI profiling to give.
So I was like, it's happened to me so many times, you guys.
This witness because of the background.
I know I'm going really slow encapsulating. It's because I can't stop talking today. Some days I'm quieter than others, but there's a few of you guys who are going through, you know, personal, well, we all have personal issues. We'll just say that, right? I do. But you know, I also want to be there for my friends.
No, that's not accurate, Judge. If we're saying
Patty,
we've
you
got
know, you guys know who you are.
We've admitted 16 of them, but there's even more than that we did.
Plus,
decide to-
yesterday when,
as you know, there's some that are over.
I don't know. I know I was talking shit about my mother, you know, about the birthday party and yesterday, and I was saying stuff, but of course I love her, you know what I mean? And
The longest contact with this defendant of anybody.
I miss her sometimes, you know. So when she asked me if she could hug me, you know, it made a big difference, I feel. Just than even how I feel inside. So I think it's a little bit of that. A little bit of me forcing myself to dress nicely every day, do my hair and makeup, being extra nice to Nick, so he's being super nice to me.
I understand that. As well, Judge. I think that
Just
if we are making that
anyway, so I what I'm getting at is I just was able to kind of
based on we're guessing that the jury is going to give
push anything that really bothers me aside because I want to be here for you guys. So I am trying to be as positive and upbeat as possible. And I'll tell you, you know who's positive and upbeat and it amazes me? Is Kendra. She's always, even when things, well, no, she has moments, of course, right, where she gets stressed. But
trying to draw parallels. I'm not even asking about prior cases.
I'm a person who, like, oh my God, I saw this hot chocolate pair of shoes that they came out with mid heels now, hot chocolate design. Like they used to just have platforms, heels, and then these really, but now they came out with mid heels. So like their high heels are like 4 inches, but the mid heels are 2. So I really want a pair, but they're $105 and some are even more, but they're so unique. Like
with
I
the
love their
caveat
shoes.
that
I have
I'm not
three,
drawing
four,
special
four,
attention to these issues.
4 or 5
It's just
pairs.
gonna continue to-
So they have Mary Jane style flats. They have Mary Jane style platforms, and then they have the cutest heels. And their shoes, some of them are mismatched, but they go together. Like one will be like keys, and one will be like locks, or the ones I have, the shoes I have a pair of platforms, and they're black and white stripes with circles. They're like optical illusion shoes, and then the other one is white with black stripes, so they're opposite. But then my heels that I have 3 pairs of heels, and they all match the heels, you know. But they have some that are different, but they go together. The shoes are just adorable. Anyway, so I saw the cutest pair this morning, and I was like, I want those. And like, I'll like ruminate on these shoes and be thinking about them, and how can I get them, and probably won't give up until I do, maybe, you know, even though we can't afford it, you know. But Kendra, you know, they have money struggles. She's got 2 little kids, you know, like everybody, you know, issues with, you know, not major issues or anything, but, you know, she's got a husband that, you know, sometimes gets on her nerves or pisses her off, like us. So, but yet she is always upbeat and happy with what she has, you know, even though it's not much. Like, she's given me a different perspective on life, because I've never been like that. I've always been a person thinking, oh, if I just happy. And I am for a little bit or whatever, you know, or if I just buy this, you know, my life's going to be better. All my problems will go away. That's not what I think, but you know, I just love that about her. And I hope to, you know, be more like that. Britt, how are you doing? So I'm doing a Dipnotic nails. Remember, I think I told you what colors I was going to use, right? My nails are pretty lumpy, but we fix that after activating. So let's do that. Got a plastic bag for pressing down.
So, Mr. Grussing.
Ooh, this guy's loud. Oh, it got quieter again. I got the Letitia Stout trial on Brandis. Are you following this one?
You discussed victimology.
Britt, do you like true crime?
Will you explain that?
It's just simply the study of the victim. So for someone
I think I stabbed
like
my
Gannon, we
skin,
just try to find out as much as we can.
the top of my nail on my
maybe
pinky,
lead us
because
to
it
what
hurts
happened.
when I press on it.
Okay. We'll start that now at 25:55.
I love how pressing down with the plastic bag will give a nice flat surface. Typically, if you do it right, but I don't always do it perfectly. Sometimes I still gotta file it.
And even if he's safe somewhere, even if he's not, knowing more
Yeah, like my
about
free
him,
edges are bumpy.
especially since you were the last person with him, helps us to try
You
to
went to the
figure out-
park? Is it nice there?
Say we don't have a suspect. Somebody kills
Hey,
somebody, we have
Britt,
to-
have you ever seen the Only in Ohio memes? I mean, they're everywhere, so you probably have, right? Dominic made me watch this video of all the things in Ohio. There's a house completely made out of garbage in Ohio, you guys. They have some weird shit in that state, I'll tell you. I can't even remember the other stuff, but that one stood out to me. Yeah, but it's like a thing now. Like my son and his friends, they send these memes to each other. I don't know, it must be like some kind of joke or something. I'm trying to learn all the slang too. That's cap. That means like that's bullshit, I guess. Dominic told me. That's cap. I don't know these new words. There's more too, but that's the only one I can think of right now. Yeah, so him and his friends are always there's like Ohio memes all over TikTok and YouTube shorts and everything. So it's like a thing, huh?
Like at that time, the situation here.
I always thought of Ohio as just like typical middle America, you know?
Right. So then when Albert, we finally pay all the money and
Uh,
Albert had to choose.
there is a little bit of a delay. Let me see how much of a delay there is.
Getting out of the
What?
for the kids in a way.
What?
Mom was
There's no way.
So then that's when we stepped in and said we're gonna keep them here in our home here, and I'll stay here with them.
Hold on. Oh my God, I just pulled up the live and I was showing the Luxie Nail pot of gold glitters from the beginning of the live. I'm like, what is going on? Kendra, just forward it. Just hit the red button, you know, the red line at the bottom of the screen. Just forward the video to current. Oh, it's only a couple seconds behind. All right, let me go back to comments now. All right. Okay.
And when she did come to the house,
You are an inspiration to me. That's why I call you Sunshine. You know, this lump still is not flat, you guys, from the peel base. Britt, have you had issues with the Orly peel base drying
What is that?
and starting to lift and leaving lumps on your nails when you go to do them? I'll tell you, when I went to do that Orly gel polish or lacquer that they sent, right? Hey, next time, if you guys get Orly emails, let me know because I didn't see mine. Britt told me like 5 days ago. It was in my spam email folder and it was too late for me to respond to say, yeah, I want your collection. You know what I mean? I should check, I guess, my spam folder more often. But if you guys get an email, let me know so I can go check mine. Brandis and Britt, I'm talking to you guys.
Jana would do his schoolwork, very smart. I think he made all A's here in fourth grade. I'm pretty sure he made all A's. So made all A's here. Didn't have issues.
So you know how I've been the last couple of days. I haven't even put my live, the link to my live in my post. Yesterday's live was 3 hours long. I didn't want to make anybody sit through that. But
Are you doing his homework with him? Or is he doing it on his own?
do you guys think I should do like how Mallory does it and like take the video and like do it as an individual post with like
So he did struggle with.
oh my God, I didn't even activate my thumb. Oh yeah, because I'm going one by one. Duh.
He was a mathematician.
Like
So
this one I don't have to press down.
very mathematically inclined, engineering brain, so history and
Right.
managing science stuff, unless it was something like he didn't like. So we spent hours sometimes, working on those things. But with knowing the curriculum,
Okay, Kendra. I'll try and get it. I tried to do it yesterday when I went to the website, but there was nothing that gave me, there was nowhere like to share it. No share button, you know what I mean?
When we get to Colorado, of course, I start them in school, which would have been.
But I told you, if you go to eJuice Connect, right,
It was a big help.
the website,
Again,
and then if you actually just search eJuice Connect in Google, the main menu will come up and it will say like e-liquids, mod kits or something, or mods. Click on mods and then go into that, and then you can search by brand. And it's
So January 20.
Geek Vape
Yes.
Aegis. So it's the Geek Vape Aegis Legend, I think it's called. AEGIS Legend 2. It's the Legend 2. It's a 200 watt vape, but I vape at like 30 or 40 watts. No, they're not sold out. I just bought it and they were in stock, all of them. It's there.
Okay, so it was pretty simple when you.
No, oh, maybe to the dip base. Well, that's what I was going to say. The lacquer, I started to tell you when they sent me that lacquer with the peel base, I put the peel base on. I tried to do that Manny like 4 times, and every single time it was lumpy because of the peel base. So it's happened to me multiple times. I do think that this peel base is different from others I've used in that it is more gummy, gluier, if that's a word. I don't think gluier is a word. More gummy, though. Gummier, stretchy. I don't know. Latexy. I don't know what the word is. All right, let me get my vape on before I start filing.
Harley and so there's 4 of us. So we all went on the same cruise, had a great time, whatever, and of course we compared to the summer, and then they get right back.
I'm mad I didn't order more of this e-liquid. I should have.
I was working, Albert was.
But I ordered a strawberry lime one. Fingers crossed I like it. That I do like it.
Yeah, 3, 2, 3.
I'll help you find it, Kendra. It was just so weird how I couldn't get a link.
He was working, I think, in 30
Maybe I can go to my order and share the order.
throughout the day.
I don't know. I'll try and figure it out.
Come in, grab this.
Because it's only $57.99 there, and everywhere else it's at least $75 for the vape and the tank. If you just want the device, it's less, but if you want the tank to go with it, and who doesn't want a matching tank, right? Anyway, mine already shipped. It says it's due to arrive Monday, but it's coming FedEx, so it might even come Sunday. And I was wrong. It's not California. They're out of Florida.
Gotta be different.
At this point in time, they were in the new school.
Right.
So the new school, because he lived 1.5 miles out, the new school allowed him to. If not, they had to.
Oh, so guess what I found on YouTube yesterday? The song Peaches by Jack Black, aka Bowser in the Mario Brothers movie. So the song's from the movie. I told you guys about it. I told you it's in like the top one, Billboard top something or whatever. But pretty much all he does is go, well, no, he says some other things too, but the chorus is peaches, 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 peaches. It just goes on and on. You know, Brandis. All right, Kendra. What do you gotta go to the store for? Hey, did you get that thing, by the way? For you know who that we talked about? She was, Brandis. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be a hit, I think. And I said that the day after, on Monday's live, I was telling them how we had gone to see the movie. And I'm like, watch you guys. Don't be surprised if you hear that song. Hi, Janet. I knew it. It's not even good. But it might be a little catchy. I thought you do delivery for groceries, Kendra, now? You on Aldi's? Yeah. I saw it on YouTube Shorts, Jack Black talking. Well, I saw a YouTube short with Jack Black talking about it. And then he was wearing a green suit and sitting at like this grand piano playing. And then he got up and was doing these sick, horrible, sick and not in a good way, bad dance moves. I love Jack Black, though.
Right. So then is Deanna responsible
DG.
for taking his own
All right.
ADA?
Well, do it make sure you do it this
Does he do that on
weekend.
his own? Do you help him?
Do you have stamps, though? Do you have stamps? Because I got stamps. I can just buy one. If you don't have stamps, I'll get it. Are you leaving, Janet? You going now? Are you guys all ditching me now?
He just knew that he could get it. If he beat her up, he could pick the snacks he wanted. So he would pick the snacks that he wanted. And I would lay.
So, remember how I was asking about should I do a separate post and post my videos? Because when I do my Instagram post and share the link to the YouTube video, it's not highlighted or anything, so you actually have to copy the link and take it and paste it into a browser.
Is there any other that he's on?
So I'm just thinking maybe I'll get more views or more subscribers. Like I was at 111 subscribers forever, and now I'm at 114. So like I've gained 3 subscribers in like 3 weeks. So I mean, I don't blame people for not wanting to sit here and listen to me chat for hours, you know. So, but I do some nail art stuff, and I'm sure that there are people out there who are a chatty nail video, you know. So I would love that people in Instagram can just click on a link, you know, or click on it. All right, Kendra, then forget it. I'll take care of it, okay? Britt, you did? The Aegis Legend 2 in 7-color rainbow? Britt, I love you. You're freaking awesome. How awesome is she?
So in that particular recount.
Okay, Janet. Yeah, a lot of times if you wait too late, they don't have anything available till the next day. Where you order, Janet, where do you go for groceries? I don't know what you guys have out there for
Yeah, she walked us through,
grocery
his childhood, South Carolina.
stores, though. You know, they're pretty regional, right? I miss having the grocery store right next door to us, though, in the plaza right next to us.
Does it sound like fairly normal family?
But it was expensive, more expensive than other stores, though, because it was just like a little family-owned grocery store. I mean, they had everything, but it'd be like 1 or 2 brands of it, you know.
I'm asking you that because of the bath salt deal that he came up with. You know, that was on the hike day, wasn't
Okay,
it?
so the bath salt thing was totally because they did this stroke process.
I'm going to use the 180 sponge file and hope it smooths these enough. I've noticed with sometimes nails that are bumpy, it won't quite smooth it, and I need to use this type of file to get it smooth.
Like pretend they were working on, you know, like as if they were going to.
Oh, Britt, blah blah blah. You just connect, same website. I knew they still had it.
All these, like, it was very.
Fry's Food, which is Kroger. Oh, okay. Oh my God, Britt, you are awesome. How'd you get to share the link?
So again, I'm telling you.
A dermaplaner? You're the best girl. I think Kendra, she said she was still listening, but she obviously isn't because she would have thanked you by now. So a dermaplaner. All right. So I have an eyebrow pencil thing that is a dermaplaner. But what else is a dermaplaner? Is it for sloughing off dead skin? I honestly don't know. I am not an aesthetician or whatever it's called. I can't even say it.
Well, it was like, okay, so deliver these. We never knew what they were. They told me, they told whatever. We don't know. But
So now I need to know what it is. I need to know all about it. All the details. I like details. Especially nail details.
Dan already had some sort of face foundation. And because he had.
Hey, Michelle, I was looking for inspo today, right? So I was going through my saved folders. And I have a folder called Nail Design Templates, which is just like, oh, this is a cute design. Maybe I'll do it, you know, but different colors or whatever, you know. So I have them saved. I have so many of your Manny saved. I can't even believe it. I was like, holy shit. I didn't realize I had so many of them saved. A lot. But it's just, I don't think I would ever attempt it. I don't think I have the patience to hand place glitters. I love how it looks. But I'm also not a huge fan of chunkies, you know.
I don't remember. I just remember he was telling us about.
You poked a hole, what, with the mop, Janet?
And then I was like, oh, you gotta do this.
An old skin and peach fuzz, non-disposable. So an old-fashioned razor, but tiny and pretty. Where do they have that on Amazon? I want to see what it looks like. I don't know what you mean, an old-fashioned razor. I thought the only razors I know of are like the disposable ones, or the ones where you replace the blade, or an electric razor. I started shaving when I was 10. My legs were hairy. Probably young, but I was self-conscious about it, you know. And actually, I was living with my father and his girlfriend at the time. They're both dead now, but both from cancer too. So sad. Both died young. They bought me an electric razor for Christmas or my birthday. It must have been Christmas when I was 10, and that's when I started shaving. But electric razors suck. I have one now, and it doesn't give you a close shave. Like I use Dollar Shave Club, and I love their razors. I love their prep scrub. I love their shave. It's not a gel. It's like a lotion almost. And you only have to use. I love their stuff. And then there's an aftershave lotion too. Oh my God! Speaking of poking holes in things, I've been wearing skirts, but my legs are white and they are not ready to it's not warm enough to not have anything on my legs. So I've been wearing black pantyhose or black tights. I have poked holes with these nails. 3 different pairs, you guys, over the last week. We're pulling them up. I'm like, oh, I just do it without thinking, you know? And yeah, 3 pairs. I'm so mad because they were good ones.
Different than when you're talking about trying to get details as to what happened again. Yes. In what way?
Kendra is, she, you know how she's famous for her stiletto nails, right? Well, she took one hand and shaped them into coffins again. And
this is from
she said to me this morning that she's probably shaping her other hand into coffins too, because she keeps jamming them up at work. And she said multiple times her nail is snapped in half, the builder gel. She uses builder gel. Oh, you're welcome, Michelle. I mean, it's true. They're all in there. I love seeing original and creative stuff, you know? I love doing original. I like to try new things, I guess, with nail stuff, you know? I'm not doing anything crazy or new today, though. I was kind of upset about those watercolors yesterday, you guys, that it didn't work out how I wanted it to. So I think I'm going to practice on swatches before using them again. And if I still don't like them, I'm going to send them to Tara, because I'm sure she'll find a use for them. She blows my mind too with her painting on her nails. She's so artistic. She's an artist anyway, but she's good. I couldn't even draw a pot leaf yesterday. Or the night before last.
All the time, you know, and so I feel like it was.
I'm glad you're feeling better today, Brandis. At least or the edge is taken off.
I'm feeling once we started more and more having.
I know, Britt, because that's what you had, right? Was square shorties. I think, didn't you and then go? I forget. I think when you said that, that sounds familiar to me. But when did you switch to almonds? Was it after we became friends?
So now, as far as okay, you were in trouble.
I was on the shop app Britt yesterday, and I saw this dip from Cali Girl that was super pretty. I can't remember the name of it, but I wanted to ask you if you had it.
Probably because.
I'll go back and I'll look and I'll message you about it.
But not like candlelight.
Those aren't tips? That's builder gel? Seriously?
So, like,
I thought you wore jelly tips, girl.
it's okay, mommy don't have money.
So I told Kendra when she said she was probably gonna file her other hand coffin, I told her to do it. I'm like, that'll hold you over until I get you to use jelly tips. Because she does the builder gel, but I think jelly tips are easier than I know jelly tips are easier than builder gel. And builder gel is iffy. I put a layer of builder gel. Well, you can't even do one layer. You got to do at least two. And then if you want to dip over it, I can totally tell. Like on my nails and other people's nails, if they got builder, not Kendra's though, I can't. I don't know. So I don't know. Maybe I didn't file my builder. I'm not an pro builder gel by any means. I've only used it maybe 10, 15 times, you know, never regularly. But I can just see on my nails like a thickness, you know. When I look back at my nails when I was doing poly gel, could see it there too.
I mean, yeah, of course.
I don't know who this is, Janet, who they're interviewing in this right now on this trial. Oh, yeah, I do. You know who that is? That's Letitia Stouck's teenage daughter, Haley, I think.
Yeah.
They don't behave all the time.
Right.
What again?
I'm pretty sure that's who that is, Janet.
I just knew that we would have. You know, like if it would have been something that wasn't in what our teachings were, we would have, of course, yelled
So
at
you
each
never
other.
had to yell at him that you.
I said I.
Wow, Britt, those are your natural nails. No, you don't want to go back to shorties yet then. If you grew them out, well, I don't know. It's always good to change it up. If you're ready, then I say go for it. But I love your nails and they're beautiful.
Gannon's mother.
Your builder gel nails are much narrower, but you can't do a good short
As it
stiletto.
relates to her feeling like she wasn't getting credit.
Yeah, oh, I agree. Like, and nail artists seem to love builder gel, especially Lucy.
That particular one,
Lucy's nails, she's British. You guys, she uses it a lot. But a lot of nail techs use it, builder in a bottle, and they just put it on their clients' nails, charge them $25, you know.
In Gannon's eyes.
Okay.
Did you ask?
I have hard gels, I have builders in a bottle, and in fact, I did manis with both builder gels that we just got from Heather, you guys, from Luxie, right? I got the peach and I got the sky blue, and I did manis with both, and I wasn't happy with them. I had to do 3 layers on of both colors because they're so light and sheer.
Gannon wouldn't like it. Gannon wouldn't
And then I filed them all down and everything. They looked all right, but they weren't perfect. Like they weren't, to me, they weren't good enough to post. You know what I mean? So I just popped them off. I mean, I did them over peel based, you know.
Put your foot down and say again, and that's not acceptable.
No, like if I said that, he pretty much listened to
I know I'm kind of filing slow.
I don't remember him screaming back at me.
Sorry. I'm just chatty today.
Maybe more so me like saying something that Albert might have been more of if they were slamming doors. Like, Albert, you need to make sure he's not doing this, and then you need to go from there. Not too much.
This now I'm worried about because of that bump, the lump on it.
box.
But I do think I can file it out and it
And
should
there
be
was times where
fine.
I might have been like, oh, Albert, I don't think you should have done this because he was acting weird in this way. But
Now,
he
I've
said,
used
"Oh,
this
you
Orly
know,
peel base and it's been fine. You know, I haven't had issues, but multiple times it's like clumped up or started lifting, maybe. I don't even know. All right, yeah, that's nice and smooth now. That's good.
Well-being was fine, and Albert said that anytime he was first counselors.
Yeah, this is Haley, Letitia Stokes' teenage daughter. I think she's like she was 17 here.
Did Gannon ever come at you with a knife or something when there an incident?
Well, that's what I was just telling you about.
Oh, that's a good idea, Brandis. Yes, especially with the blue. Yeah, nobody's ever done like a blue milk bath, you know? Good thinking.
Whoever told you that it was coming at me, it's not.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You were using the builder gel, Janet. So, what do you think of the jelly tips, Janet? Janet is using Kiara Sky, if I remember correctly. Oh, when it comes to nail stuff, you guys, I'm on the ball. That stuff I remember a lot, but it's other things I don't remember. I guess the unimportant stuff is what I forget, but the important nail stuff I always remember. Janet, I want to know what you think of the jelly tips, if you're still liking them, because I remember asking you and you said you liked them. And how do they compare for you to Builder Gel? Like, what are your thoughts? Do you have a preference of one or the other, or you like them both? Are they both equal in your mind? So I guess for people who are like adept, you know, or used to doing Builder Gel, you probably got a routine down, right? And can do it pretty quick. And I'm sure, you know, because I'm not adept at it, it's a little bit of, you know, nothing with nails comes naturally to me. It takes me, I'm slow to learn, you know. I still can't even believe I'm into nails.
Albert hadn't even got there yet, I feel like. I feel like Albert had just either got to Colorado or hadn't got there yet. And so he had to go from him and his mom back to me, and then
I don't even know how I heard about Instagram and like that it was a place for nails. I don't know what made me, I have no idea how I found that out.
He typically always,
I'm specifically with the box cover thing. How did you call me then?
I don't know if it
But I'm
was
so glad I did.
he had been using box.
Instagram is like my life. Nails.
So I remember
And my kid, my family, you know what I mean? But my favorite thing to do, it's my favorite thing to talk about.
we're not, yeah, so he was gone, we're never getting it again, not making.
I mean, I'm you guys know I'm dedicated to it, you know. You like the Builder Gel, Patty?
You know, you better listen. She gets upset, sends me a message. I send her a message back. And we
You like the Builder Gel better, Janet? You would use the forms. That's hard to do. I've done that before, but that was before I knew anything about shaping. But even still, to me, they looked good back then. Oh, isn't she awesome, Kendra? How awesome is she? And she got the link off the website. That I went to that website yesterday, Britt, and I couldn't find anywhere to share the link.
She says.
So I screenshotted it and sent it to her.
Did you ever see such a video?
I did not.
Do you know if one even actually existed?
No.
Yeah, they're
Was that
easy to
also
put
the,
on.
interview that you did with her where she relays to you that she had somehow convinced Gannon.
Aw, Patty, you're so sweet. You guys, I've told this story before, but I know not all of you were here. But Patty was my first like real Instagram friend. I had made friends with a girl named Bella, and we would talk pretty frequently. But she was young, and I don't know. She just like kind of stopped coming onto Instagram. Yeah, she was really into doing henna, and she was newly married. So she just wasn't really on Instagram a lot, and we just ended up losing touch. And in fact, I tried searching for her yesterday, but I can't remember what her handle was. So I just put like @Bella, and I couldn't see anything, that came up. So but I don't even think she's active on Instagram anymore. I don't know. I'd love to find her account though. So yeah, but we lost touch. So that's why I say Patty was like the first real friend, like true friend, you know what I mean, that I met on Instagram. She was the first one. She would come watch me when I started doing lives, because when I started, wasn't doing lives every day. It was like if I had
this appeared to be the way she's describing it, a voluntary act on her behalf.
something I thought it was just something like I was gonna do a Mylar dip mani from Jude Nails It, JNI Dips, with impressions. That's her Mylar dip, and I did it over black, and I just figured like that would be something maybe people could get use out of, because dip like that is kind of difficult to work with, right? So, because it's stiff Mylar, it's not the soft Mylar. So warning right there on impressions.
We'll jump to that section next, and we're gonna jump to
That was the first live I ever did. And then like I would just do them occasionally here and there, but then it started picking up because Patty, I forget, really, it was like Patty. There were a few others, people we don't talk to anymore, We've had people come and go. Same with our group chat, we've had people come and go. But I think like we've kind of like Chastity's been there since the beginning. Patty and Kendra have been there. I think most of us now are like pretty hardcore nail people, and pretty devoted to it. So I think it's different,
But he was so helpful with taking care of the dog.
Anyway, yeah, so then the lives just ended up turning into like a Monday to Friday thing. I don't remember how or why. And actually, Patty, you should come live with me sometime soon. Remember, you used to go live with me occasionally. We haven't done that in a long time. Oh, I missed a bunch of comments. Oh, you can do your nails pretty fast with Builder Joe? Yeah, because you did it for almost a year, Janet. Yeah, you hung around. There's a lot of nail accounts, you guys, like that I follow, and people who started dipping during COVID, but now that the salons are open, they're not doing their nails anymore. You know what I mean? So like there were accounts that I follow, but they're not really active. Certainly not with nails, Brandis, before you joined, I was talking about the follow loop. There's a max number of people you can follow on Instagram, and I reached it. So I can't even participate in that. I couldn't do that follow loop, you guys. 7,500 is the max you can follow. So I started going through and cleaning out some of the people I was following. Men, guys, like I don't even know why I was following some of them. Not hot guys either, just like people who would follow me, so I would just follow them back to be nice, you know.
Does it actually say fire?
It said fire. So that was the crazy thing because I never had heard. I didn't know what. I thought it would just be like that.
Right, like a siren.
But
All right, this looks good.
detector thing saying fire, or if it was an actual.
It's like, how much can you file a jelly tip? They're already friggin' pre-shaped, but I keep finding
So
spots.
then I run back in there and I look. And make sure I don't get them upstairs.
All right, I gotta make this one sharper now because my other nails are sharper.
So I grabbed Lena. Like exactly wrong.
Yeah, this is definitely Haley, Janet. Oh, Brandis, I asked you if you were following this trial, the Letitia Stout trial. The woman from Colorado accused of murdering her 11-year-old stepson. All right, one more now.
And so I run back downstairs, and Deanna was awake, but not awake. Like, you know how you can almost like be asleep, but not asleep. So,
I hope. Do you guys think these colors match? I guess the orange isn't the same exact color. It's close enough, right?
And so at this point in time, then I put the fire that's
So
out.
what did the fire?
I don't even remember what I said, Janet. That'd be saying I'm funny. I try to keep you guys entertained.
Was the cover on the sofa though, or was it on the floor?
I don't remember. I just remember.
I've always, no, honestly, you guys will be surprised, but as a child in elementary, up until probably 7th grade, I was quiet and shy.
Because I think like blue bands were hot.
I was the kid getting free lunch and had the obligatory mullet in the 80s with the spiked hair on top of my head, you know, but long in the back. My sister had that haircut too. So bad. And I was shy. We moved around a lot. I was always starting new schools. You know, it was hard to make friends. I wasn't popular, you know. So, but once I got to like 7th grade, I found a best friend who was so funny. We would crack up all the time. And if you've ever had a friend that you're always laughing, she became my best friend. Her name was Nicole Calnan. Lost touch with her though. Anyway, that's when I felt like I could start being myself, you know. And then by high school, it was like I was never in a certain clique, you know. I had my best friend, but then I talked to everybody, you know. I talked to people in band and theater. I talked to football players. Not really talked to any cheerleaders. They were just friggin' snobs, bitches, you know. But I had lots of friends, you know. Always had a boyfriend. I think that's daddy issues from my father not being around. Like in high school, I went to 5 proms. 2 were mine, but then I went to 3 more, like other people's proms, you know. But I wasn't a slut. I just think I don't know. I think I just wanted. I think I always thought our father didn't love us, you know? I mean, you go out of your way not to pay child support. You literally quit a job not to pay child support. He never tried to see us. Certainly didn't call us on our birthdays or bring us gifts at Christmas or anything like that, you know?
I knew that he had some birds.
So, and my mother never remarried. She had a lot of different boyfriends, as a matter of fact. Except for the one she has now. She's been with him for like 18 years.
In reddish, pinkish, what was it?
And the funny thing is,
Not no, it was not till later that I really like paid attention and should have.
she was with the guy before who she's with now. And they were at my house and we were making plans for something in the future. And she looks at this guy to ask him if he's gonna come. And I'm like, don't invite him. I'm like, you're probably not gonna be with him by then. You'll have a different boyfriend. And after that, she met this guy and I don't know. I think I honestly credit myself with getting through to her on that. Although her boyfriend, like I told you guys, is the same age as me. But that don't bother me anymore. It was kind of weird at first.
That was
But he treats her wicked good.
Covers that you used to put out the plane.
well. The covers were either
And that's the most important thing, right? But she would get married. My mom, she would marry him, but he doesn't want to get married. He didn't want kids or anything.
For each-
And my mother had her tubes tied, so good thing he didn't want kids.
One of the real ones you could-
What did I miss? You headed to the store, Kendra? Okay. Brandis, you were the quiet kid or the party girl? So wait a minute. Were you the quiet kid when you were younger and then the party girl when you got older?
But we maybe like had.
Oh, that I follow back. Yeah.
Thinking,
A lot of them are like professional, or they seem not like weirdos or anything. You know what I mean? There's this one kid, he's an artist. His name's Josh. It's like Josh B Artist, I think is his handle. There might be a number after it. He hasn't posted anything since like February, but he's always commenting on my posts. He'll put hearts and write beautiful nails or happy Tuesday or whatever. So I'll keep following him. He seems nice. All right, Patty. I hope you come live with me. You got along with everyone but you and me.
Whatever. And I feel like
Oh, you did all your nerd stuff at home secretly? Brandis. I wasn't a big partier. I'll tell you though, especially in ninth grade. My boyfriend in ninth grade was in 11th grade. He went to a different school. He lived in a different town, but he had his license and he was in the National Honor Society. Real straight laced, good kid. So we didn't really like drink or anything, you know. But then my boyfriend in 10th grade was a senior at my high school. And we used to go out every weekend drinking. You know, we would go to the quarries. My town has tons of quarries. One was called Chicken Shit. And you can go swimming there. Just jump off the rocks, you know. And we did it all the time. I can't even tell you how many times I was up there. But we would go up there and drink. But in high school, you guys, I only smoked pot a couple times. I went home and ate like 4 bags of Doritos and then slept for like 6 hours. My mother knew something was up the very first time I smoked. So then I smoked it like a couple more times with the same group of people I was hanging around with at that time. And then I didn't smoke it again until I went away to college. But I'll tell you, probably like within the first week of me being away at school, I lived there, you know, on campus. I started smoking and I smoked every day from then on. That's when I became a pothead. I remember one time me and my friend Janine, it was lunchtime on campus and the cafeteria faced out into the driveway. And then on the other side of the driveway was like this shed. So me and my friend Janine, rather than walk into the woods, we're like, we'll just stand behind the shed and smoke, right? So we're standing there and we're smoking this joint, passing it back and forth. And Janine is facing the driveway. I mean, I'm facing Janine, facing the woods behind her, right? Like I said, we could have walked into the woods. There was a tree we used to go to smoke out all the time, but we were being lazy, you know. We think we're smoking and drying. We'll only be out here for a couple of minutes. So we're smoking it. And Janine says, there's a campus cruiser coming up the hill towards us, right? And I'm figuring there's a huge parking lot. He's got to drive around the building. It's a one way before you can even get. I'm like, that's all right. We'll be done. So all of a sudden, right, I just hit the joint and passed it to Janine. And we hear him. And I have a smoke in my mouth and everything, right? So I'm like slowly blowing out. I held it for as long as I could. And he's like, are you girls smoking the wacky tobacco? That's what he said. And we're like, no. And he's like, you know, there's woods right there. And he's like, you guys could get in trouble for this. But he ended up letting us go. But I'll never forget it. You girls smoking the wacky tobacco?
Did it bring the sofa also?
I don't think it brings this one.
You were an art nerd, Britt?
Like in general in the area.
So yeah, oh yeah, you guys, Britt can draw. She does a lot. Britt, most of your drawing is done like on computers, right? How does that? Is that how you do it? I'm pretty sure I'm right. I see like a little imperfection up here at the cuticle. I'm just trying to file the dip straight, and hopefully I don't screw up.
He was allowed to do those type of things.
All right, I'm just gonna leave it as is.
He was usually within reason. It's okay, I'm not going to go like, you know.
I'm just like kind of spaced out and like playing around with my nails here. All right, let's buff real quick. We're almost done, guys.
Safety talks about. Like I would talk
Britt, is work busy today?
you know, show them the right direction. You know, not just go. So he had already had the thoughts about the correct way. So,
I want to do another mani later because tomorrow's Earth Day, you guys.
The candle, and now the
Earth,
injured in the garage.
the environment is so important. It's like an important cause
So we don't forget, you
to
said-
me, you know, because I have children and I want them to have clean air to breathe.
and that's when I said.
So I feel obligated to do one. Well, plus I want to, you know. But I love nature. I love hiking. I just want to show my support, I guess.
Did you put stuff on it, or-
Well, we took that green. I love stuff.
Yo, digital, that's what it is. I couldn't think of that word. How's your boss been being really cool, Britt?
Did you put it on both arms?
I'm so glad I was able to file that bump out. I think I knew I was going to be able to. Because how many bumps have I filed out of my nails right over the years? But I was still a little worried because it was peel based. It wasn't like dip that was making it bumpy, you know. But I did 3 layers of color on this nail plus a layer of clear. So it looks good.
And all 4 of you slept in?
So Lena, Harley.
I like to buff my free edges, you guys. Do any of you do that? I've just started doing it. I mean, I would always just like use like a 180 grit file to do my free edges, you know, and shape them. But I've noticed that buffing them really makes them even smoother, you know, like it does to your nail, right?
My question was, I'd already given him your left, which was, you know,
Mhm.
so he had a prescription. over the counter.
Ghetto, he did? He took you to breakfast? How nice. Did you go to like a little breakfast restaurant or was it like fast food breakfast?
At what point can I not?
Did you get eggs Benedict? That's my favorite. I love eggs Benedict for breakfast or brunch or whatever. Hey ladies, Mother's Day is coming up. Brandis, what are you going to get for Mother's Day this year?
So that was the concern.
Dominic asked me the other day if we could go to Texas Roadhouse for my birthday.
For me, I have to.
Because Texas Roadhouse is going to run us at least $60. That's not something we can swing on, you know. So that, like,
I didn't want it to be where it was.
yeah, like on my birthday, you know, of course, Nick will, you know, take us out or, you know, we always go do something. I don't remember what we did last year, but the year before that, we went to Cape Cod for the day. We went to Hyannis and we went to this beautiful beach. One side of the beach is the long sandy beach with the ocean, you know, and big waves. And then the other side is a bay with all sailboats docked in the water, but a swimming area. So the water's a lot calmer. So it's like two beaches in one. Plus there is a wonderful food hut there. You know, like that makes seafood and burgers and chicken and stuff like that. It's nice beach. Calmus Beach is the name of that one.
No, we ordered beer. Yeah. So I had really said Burger King, but that's not Burger King right there. That's Car Seat.
All right.
Because I never go to Car Seat, but we got 2 kids now.
Okay.
And,
Yay. Oh, ergo file.
so he ate the.
Eyelash extensions. Oh, and a massage.
Well, if he ate it,
Bob Evans. What's Bob Evans? Is that like, we don't have that here.
I already get into that throughout the week. We always
Do they serve breakfast food?
Because I think very.
So, Brandis, do you typically wear eyelash extensions? My brother-in-law's ex-fiance, they just broke up like a month or 2 ago. She posts the sluttiest pictures all over Instagram. She's overweight, so her tits are like really big. In every freaking picture, they're hanging out, and it's like, where's the nipple? You expect to see it because everything's so that low cut. It's disgusting. Disgusting. Pisses me off because she broke up with him. And they put off their wedding like 3-4 times because of COVID. They would have been married in 2020. What would she have done then, you know? So obviously she wasn't the right one. But anyway, what was I gonna say about her? Oh, she wears these eyelash extensions. Oh my God, they must be like 6 inches long. They're just like, I guess in a way they look pretty, but it looks like they're so heavy and dark and fake.
Especially like on hike, I wanted him to be able to.
Oh, Michelle, are you gonna keep up with them? Because I know you got them done for the wedding. Was that your first time, or? My niece did them for me because she took a course. My niece Mackenzie. So she came over and did them for me, and I guess it was like kind of relaxing laying there. But what I did not like was when they came out, I had less lashes than I started with, natural of my real lashes. So I have a whole bunch of magnetic lashes though. But sometimes they don't stick great, and like you don't want to be out in public and your lashes lifted or hanging down.
How it works is he might feel good.
Yeah, I've never heard of Bob Evans. It's not, we don't have that around here. We do have a breakfast place right next door to us though. It's called George's.
Yeah.
And they have good eggs Benedict. But they're closed like, thought they were closed on Mondays, but Tuesday morning when I was coming back from the bus stop, they were closed too. So, and then on the sign it says George's open 7 days a week. No, you're not, dude.
Okay, or okay, they happen every once a month or
Yeah, like if you're gonna do it, like I would definitely want like a lot of lashes, but I don't want 6 inches long up to my eye or past. I'll send you a picture of her, Brandis. Okay, you can see what I'm talking about. Check out her Insta. I finally put her on mute. I was gonna unfollow her, but I didn't want to be like that rude. I even said my sister-in-law took me to CVS the other day, and I'm like, have you been seeing the pictures that I said, do you still follow her? I almost said the name. And my sister, the hell? Hold on, you guys. My doorbell. Oh, it's Dominic. Sorry, I'm still live. I'm about to Hey, I'm almost done. I didn't realize it was 2 o'clock. It was Dominic.
So much of your life on this.
He's throwing a hissy because I'm live still. No, I didn't say that. I told him I'm almost done. I just got to talk. Told you guys. You Patty and Kendra now.
So whenever he went to Raina's room,
Usually I'm done by the time he gets home now. Another long one. It's because I've been talking this whole time. I'm so sorry, you guys. I was saying I'm not gonna make. I said earlier I'm not gonna do another 3-hour live, and look what I just did. Oops, I did it again. As 18-year-old or 16-year-old Britney Spears said. Right. Oh, doorbell isn't it? Yeah, don't call. If my phone rings, I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty much guaranteed not to answer.
yeah, like what I'm saying is when she woke up.
Huh? No, I'm not talking to you, Dominic. I was talking to somebody else, honey. No, I'll answer if it's like my doctor or my husband or, but I don't answer any numbers I don't recognize. None of that. If you are not getting answered. I would answer all of you girls' calls, but if anybody called from the Dip Goddesses chat, I'd be like, it must be a pocket dial, and I wouldn't answer that. I don't answer those calls. Started a new category on my phone called nail friends. You can do like family and friends and stuff. So I started a nail friends category, and I put all you in it. All you guys whose numbers I have: Mallory, Kendra, Patty, Janet, Brandis. I put all you guys up. Britt, I don't have your number.
With that, we'll see you at 1:30.
It's just what, Dominic? Can you talk? Of course.
If you said you always answer me if I'm calling you, why wouldn't you answer if I called you like 7 times?
You called me? I'm not looking at my phone, honey. I'm sorry. I'm usually not still live when you get home. At me. All right, that's enough. I'm live. Behave. Sorry about that. I'm not even letting him get me down. All right, let's ooh, still open. Let's reactivate the top coat. Oh, no problem, Michelle. You are going to keep up with them? Yes, I would have. Cut it out, Dominic. You're being rude. This glitter is so pretty. I think you guys need this glitter because it's like corally. It's glitter, and then remember it's got that acrylic shimmer base, and it has flakes. So pretty. I love it with the pink on the ombre nail too. I'm glad I chose pink instead of nude to ombre with the glitter. Oh my god, this kid's gonna get it. Let me finish my live and then we'll go for a bike and scooter ride, okay? If you talk back to me one more time, we're not going for a ride. Thank you. A secret? It is, but I love secrets, Britt. All right, but you're pretty good though about checking your Instagram. It's just we're all friends, right? So that's fine. I guess if I have to reach you, I'll call you on Instagram if there's an emergency or something. Ah, you bitch. I thought you meant that. And when I say bitch, it's a term of endearment. I'm using it the way Lizzo uses it. She's got a song called I Love You Bitch, right? That's how she calls her girlfriend. So that's how I mean it. I'm not talking to you. He's got such an attitude. He's at that age, you know. Oh, it's so pretty. It looks really good with the pink here. I think it does. Color combination. I'm so happy Mallory had a nice day to take the kids out for a nice walk, right? Wisconsin gets a lot of cold weather, so I'm really happy that she finally had good weather to get out in. That was just my first layer, right? I think so. I hope this isn't my third layer of top coat. All right, I just saw the comments scroll. Somebody said something. I have pop-up. Yep, just don't know what to do. You did your right hand yesterday. You used Cosmic Dips. Janet, you're not doing the color palette? I thought you were in that, part of that group. You can have a piece of pizza if you want.
I'd rather eat these.
Yeah, it's due tomorrow. We got to post tomorrow, Janet.
And I can't use any electronics because you're hogging them all.
Britt, where's your phone?
It's dead.
I will plug it in.
It is.
Okay. Kind of screwed up. I feel like up here on my nail. I probably shouldn't touch it till it's dry, but I can't resist. I don't know why I'm messing around. I see like, it's probably not even dip. It's probably just dry skin, and that's why it's not moving. And once I put cuticle oil on, it should look okay. I can see some orange acrylic up here though. All right, it's gone. Nope, it's not gone. All right, that's better. All right, I'm just gonna wait for him to dry. Don't mind my crusty cuticles. I like it. You can still see a little imperfection on this middle nail. This dip is super pretty. It's got like an orangey shimmer, a lighter orange shimmer, you know. But it's almost like not quite a burnt orange, but almost that shade. Do you guys think these colors work for the challenge? What? What did they do? Hold on. Her pre and finishing formula, like how she sprays them or whatever. Oh, well, I'll say it too. You know who else is super dirty? Nails in a Coffin. I would never, ever, ever buy from her. Ever. She is not only dirty in her business practices, but in her personal life, how she treats other people. She's awful. Yeah, you think they meant? All right. The decal business is highly secretive, and I did not know that until joining the Nails Truly team. How competitive it is. But yeah, like we can't share no sneak peeks, like you know what I mean? Like, well, that's kind of typical of everybody, so I guess that's not anything. But yeah, the whole thing is nobody wants anybody else to see what they're making because they don't want it stolen. I mean, it's such a niche market. Dip powder, nails is a niche market, and then you go to dip powder, it's even more niche. Then you go to decals, even more niche. I mean, well, you could put decals on any kind of nails, right? So, but you know what I'm saying, right? So there's not, it's not like everybody's buying decals. Only people who are doing their nails and are interested in that are going to be buying them. So they're fighting for every customer, I think, you know? I have like so much dry skin. All right. I'm going to stop picking. Up a little bit. I love doing ombres. I haven't even really done a color block in a long time because I just love ombres more. I did go through a phase where I was doing a lot of color blocking, remember, Patty? But I got bored of it. I don't know. Plus I feel like my technique is better at ombreing. I feel more confident doing it. With color blocking, I always color block. Well, usually I color block with tape, you know. Occasionally I'll freehand a color block. But I feel more pressure doing a color block than I do doing an ombre, you know. An ombre, there's more leeway. Your glitter can fly around or whatever. It doesn't have to be so perfect. But a color block, that line, to me, needs to be perfect. You know. All right, are they dry? I'm afraid to check anymore. All right, I think we're good. Yay, we're dry. Completely, yes, all right. Let me find my Dipnotic. I have a few different Dipnotic cuticle oils. I got Lilac Breeze. No, Lilac Bouquet. Coastal Breeze. I got, oh my God, I gotta use Peach. I gotta use it. Peaches, 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 peaches. I was singing that song. I love you. Oh, I don't know. That's what he says in part of it, right? I'll always love you, or I love you.
One of the most popular songs.
I know. We were talking about Janet said her son's been listening. She heard it on YouTube. Her son was listening to it. And my Brandis, she's here right now. They went to see the movie last weekend. So the peach cuticle oil, I think this is going to be such a fun scent in the summer, you know, because peaches are ripe in the summertime. I've been on a huge strawberry kick, just having Nick buy me quarts of strawberries and just slicing them up and just eating them. So good. I love every berry, all berries. They're my favorite fruits. And of course, they're the most expensive, you know. Although I like grapes, I like pears, I like a lot of fruit, you know. I just have my favorites. I'm not big on bananas unless they're covered in chocolate and frozen. So yeah, the peach cuticle oil. She partnered with Glitzy Oil. That's our friend Sarah Albrecht. And she has a whole bunch of different scents. She like has had a few releases of different cuticle oils. So I got the peach one. I also have one called Pumpkin Everything, which was from the fall. Coastal Breeze is this one, and it smells really good. It kind of smells like fresh, salty air, maybe. And then Lilac Bouquet smells like lilacs. But yeah, Dipnotic nails. Here we have blah blah blah. Sorry, Tangerine Tart is the shimmer we use, and this glitter is so beautiful, you guys. I really love it. It's got a good amount of color shift, so there's hints of pink, gold, and even green in it. You know, super pretty. And that one is called Mandarin Mimosa. So if you guys plan on placing a Dipnotic order, get Mandarin Mimosa. It's got flakes in it too. So, but remember, it's not just glitter. It's got an orange shimmer as the base. Light orange though. And I tool, my matte dip liquids, everything Dipnotic. Besides this light pink, which is from Glitter and Grace, and that's called Blush Pink. Save Dipnotic nails with my code Tara10. Okay, I think I spewed it all out. Thanks, guys, for being here. I'm going to end the video so Dominic can take his laptop back. Britt, thanks for joining us today. We loved having you. Brandis, I'm so happy you're feeling better and you were able to hang out for the whole live. That was pretty awesome having you. Love you guys. Have a good afternoon. I'm hoping to get outside, go for a bike ride, and Dominic can stand on his scooter and press a button. I have a great weekend. I was going to say I'll be back tomorrow, but no, I will not. Have a great weekend. I'll see you guys. Well, I'll be talking to you, but I'll be back Monday, 11 a.m. Bye, guys.